We are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome back.
Greetings.
It's been a week since last time. I think it's been a week. Did we play on Sunday
It
last
was
time?
it was a week because it was on. Yeah, it was Saturday.
Perhaps, mayhaps.
It was Saturday because I know it. We started 1 hour earlier.
The days are all the same to me. But yeah, hello, everyone. We're back. Same people as usual. Not much else to say. We're a bit late, but that's fine. So let's just get right into the recap. Also, what is late anyway? We don't have a set time. It's not like we're on a streaming schedule anyway. But recap time. Never late to that. Huh?
Did we have that once?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No, we only used Twitter to announce
Every
15
Saturday
minutes.
at 12, though.
That used to be a
Good
thing.
times.
That used to be a
Good
thing.
old times.
Saturday and then Sunday, and then we didn't have anyone.
Yeah. Well, so last time we started the session with a puzzle that you had started the week before and then had a week to think about. So you did actually manage to figure it out rather quickly as you decided to flood the room of this place with water from this dark water basin. And upon doing so, you saw that there were reflections of two of the gems in the ceiling, and upon investigating further, you could pull the reflections out of the water and they turn into actual gemstones, which you could then put into the door alongside the actual gems that they did reflect. And upon doing so, you did open this mosaic-covered door that you'd been wrestling with how to open since the session prior. On the other side of this door, you found a tomb with this big sarcophagus in the center, upon which there was this masculine figure carved onto the lid. And in the back of this tomb, you found a pool of water, which, after messing around with it a little bit, Dara submerged herself into just walking down a set of stairs that she found beneath. The rest of the party soon followed, Storm, of course, taking charge by diving headfirst into this, and that hurt. But you all eventually ended up on the other side in the realm of the exhibitor, Dara's patron, who presented himself to the party and told you all to follow him as he told you a story about a man who once upon a time had saved his home using some strange powers, which were alluded to being the same or very similar powers as the ones that Dara now holds. And upon reaching the end of the story, the exhibitor showed this vision in the waters of a city in the Underdark, a familiar city to Dara, which he then remarked upon that this is the people that Dara must save, just like the man in the story saved his home. And so you got your mission, your quest, and before you all went, the exhibitor took a moment to warn you all that your decisions in this group will come to have big consequences, not just for yourselves, but potentially for many others. And so you need to think about what you do, whether it's for the better or for the worse. It will affect people, because you've made choices in the past that have led you to this point. After you finally returned from his realm, though, you had a moment of discussion, a rather long moment of discussing your means of transportation and where to go exactly, where you ultimately decided that you were going to travel to the Underdark by going northeast from Northport, headed for the entrance to the Underdark near Elderlight, where Dara initially surfaced. Jaxson, as you were walking through the streets of Northport, Jaxson was disguised as Helga and was approached by Svenrik, one of Helga's many previous lovers, who was a bit heartbroken to find out that his dear Helga no longer remembered him and had replaced him with another better man, Carlos, with whom she is apparently married. according to Jackson's version of Dara, or of Helga, not Dara. Well, you know, Dara has been one of Helga's previous lovers as well, I suppose. So that's where that
Dara was not a willing one.
mess up was. Yeah. After that, though, you booked a carriage from Northport that is set to take you east to the border, but won't cross over to Elderlight or yeah. Well, is it? Wait, I'm already forgetting. Is it Elderlight? The city that is.
Yeah, it should be
Yeah, that's
Elderlight.
Elderlight. Good. I lost it in my notes. I was right before that. After that, though, as Jaxson and Storm were headed for the hub, before doing so, you had a brief conversation with Lajan or Lash, who told you all that he is an assassin of sorts, whose mother belonged to a Trine Imperial organization known as the Sanguine Coin, and he showed you this coin that supposedly can be used to summon, essentially, a member of the Sanguine Coin if you bleed on it and put it into circulation through trade. That will eventually lead to them contacting you. In the Three Empires. It's a bit beyond their reach to find a wayward coin on the other side of the world. But if you're in the Three Empires and you find one of the Sanguine Coins, you're going to be rich, or you will have any life you wish to have in your hand.
I want to try using that on the Carnarvon Islands. That would be cool.
Yeah, again, it works in the Three Empires. I don't know what part of that includes Karnara.
What's the worth of a soul? Oh.
Well, good question. You did eventually make it to the hub, though, Jaxson and Storm. And there you went to the freak show, the inn, where you spoke with a tiefling, worked there, and you got to witness the Quasit Sander, who is the cook of the place, who was rather adept at his cooking. Surprisingly so for a little demon spawn. But the following morning, no, actually before then, you also went ahead and got apartments, or Jaxson got the proper apartment. Storm just got somewhere to stay the night in the hub, where you had a bit of a strange interaction with a weird fella who was managing these apartments. But the following morning, you finally set out and left Northport, headed eastwards or northeastwards. On your first night, you were attacked by some villagers, which Jaxson, you were the one that challenged them to duel, pretty much. 4-on-1 or whatever it was. And some of them fled, while 2 of them, I think, died fighting you.
And all we needed to do was mass suggestion.
Well, it could have done that.
Yep.
On the second day, though, things got way weirder as suddenly time started shifting around you. Things were happening in reverse. Things were jumping back and forth, both in time and space in some regards. Yeah, that too. Definitely didn't happen just because someone DC'd from the call, but yeah. Jaxson eventually did, however, find a codex, the ones that you have encountered a few times in the past, and upon doing so, time just kind of rewound itself to where you had first been when things started getting weird, and nobody else had any recollection of this except for Jaxson. And after all that, Jaxson took a moment to read the scroll again, as it has been done many times in the past, despite the risks associated with it. And he had a vision of someone he recognized being in a desert, in a distant land. And finally a vision that made sense to Jaxson. And on the last day where we left off, the day after all that weird time stuff, you had gone through the day undisturbed. And at night, when you were staying in this little hut, or this abandoned house on the side of the road, there was a knock on the door in the night. And I can't remember, I think it was Dara that went to open, and there was this skeletal figure wearing these tattered clothes that was standing outside. And that is where we pick up. So, Dara, you open the door and you see this figure. He's kind of levitating just over the ground. This figure is kind of giving off a strange glow almost. So,
does it look very hostile, or does it look like more like content with life?
it just stands there or hovers there. As you open, it doesn't immediately do anything. You just hear it make this strange, raspy, hollow, nearly whistling sound as it seems to appear either to speak or maybe just breathing heavily, but it can't utter sounds as it's just passing through, it's air passing through bones, basically.
I'm sorry, did you say something? Dara tries to hide a little bit behind the door. Guys, I think you need to see this.
At this point, you see it starts drifting forwards, and it comes towards you.
Backing off.
You don't close the door.
It just continues. It just goes in.
Guys. I kick Jaxson.
What the fuck are you doing?
You stir awake for a moment, and you see this skeletal figure just floating straight over you. Just going over you, like continuing through the room.
If we don't move, he won't see us.
What?
Don't move. Storm is doing it.
You see, at this point, it has made it to this old fireplace in the back of this this house. And you see it just kind of like crouches down by the fireplace and moves its hands as if it has like a like, what's it called, a flint and steel, or like a fire, what's it called, like
Flintstone or something?
no, but one of those little fire thingies, you know, those
those to poke with.
no, not a fire poker, but like to light a fire, a little thingy. I forget the word, but it's like a flint and steel, pretty much.
I know what it is. It's one of those.
He isn't holding anything though. He's just kind of moving, as if he is holding. And you see suddenly how sparks start flying, and the fireplace starts glowing. But the fire is not normal. It is this bluish green kind of fire.
Tinderbox.
Oh yeah, tinderbox.
I tried to wake up Storm.
Storm, you'd be sensing the smell of smoke at this point. You start awake and you start aiming around you, and you see the skeletal figure that is now rising up from this fire that has started in the fireplace.
I think
We have a visitor.
Hey, calm. He's fine.
He looks
he
scary.
just made up a fire in the fireplace,
Yeah.
which in itself isn't very bad.
It's
But
his blue.
It's just hot flames.
well, it's not like the color of the fire is the first thing you notice. It's not this pointing towards the feet that are.
Huh?
Yeah, it's kind of like hovering over the ground.
It's already dead.
You can fly. That's nothing. Okay, so you're gonna speak to him or something?
Wait,
Oh,
Arisa, use your language hat or whatever you have.
Oh God, does she have like a comprehend languages hat or something?
Yeah, she does.
yeah.
She can cast comprehend languages at will with a hat.
I guess Arisa is the one who has to do it.
well, have fun, Jacob.
She does it, and she says like, I don't understand what it's saying. It's not a language.
Yeah, just get it out then. Like, fuck that dude.
Well, maybe we can lure it out a little
It's
bit.
continuing to like drift over to this old like table that is pretty much like collapsed at this point.
Dora tries to touch it because that is always a good idea.
It stops and the head just creaks over towards you. And it looks right at you.
I point towards the door.
I think it's so.
It continues to drift over towards the table.
Storm, use your skeleton to talk with dead people.
Yeah, let's do that.
So are you gonna use the Skull of Seance?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just
I think it doesn't specify undead. I think it specifies a corpse.
I know, because it's Speak with Dead that it casts, right? I think so.
I've made that joke way many times when I played Meredith in the other campaign.
You know, the spell technically doesn't work that way, but
Oh.
For the sake of coolness.
yeah.
Alright, you can ask me 5 questions.
No, but you see, as you cast the spell, it doesn't seem to really take hold in the way that it would normally, but it kind of absorbs the magical energy of it. And you hear this deeper breath. And it just continues to drift towards the table.
Are we disturbing you? Is this your home, dear skeleton?
No, you are not disturbing me. But yes, this is my home.
Interesting. Could we sleep over for the night and then keep on going on our adventure the next morning?
Of course, my home is always open to the traveling sort.
Just a tip would be to be a little bit less scary so you don't scare away the adventurers.
It just kind of like angles its head a bit to the side and says,
What do you mean by scary?
Have you looked in the mirror lately?
looks around and you see this broken mirror in a corner and it just drifts over and looks into it.
Yes. What of it?
You know, you look a little dead. And I mean literally.
It looks over at the mirror again.
I don't see what you mean.
Okay, how long have you been living here?
Not too long. I recently returned from war.
What year is it?
The year? 199, of course.
This explains a lot.
Oh,
So, you don't know anything about Bellerin in that case, I suppose?
What is a Bellerin?
Yeah, that checks out.
what's the year now? It's
1007. The end of 1007.
Yeah.
It's almost 1008 in like a month
Yeah,
and a half.
so
I mean, this guy's almost as old as the Arcana as the... Oh no, what I'm trying to...
As the Arcanum, you mean?
Arcanum.
Yeah, about 199 years off.
Yeah.
How did you die? Or do you think you're living?
I am not dead. I don't understand this.
Well,
How did you become this skeletal figure?
I'm not a skeletal figure.
Oh, delusion as well.
do you have a family?
No, not
Good.
yet anyway. I have been considering perhaps finding myself a partner since I returned here from the war. But
What war did you fight in?
the White War,
Against...
the White Army. I fought on the side of the Order of the Blazing Faith.
Ah.
Right.
Very
And
impressive.
where is the White Army from?
They came from all over, worshipping the new gods, which of course I too do. But they were fanatical about it and sought to root out those that still held on to their worship of Eldor.
Well, did you per any chance suffer from a severe case of injuries in said battle?
No, of course not. I took part in the war from the very first battle to the last.
Oh.
Do you want to
And
join our adventures?
No, my fighting days are behind me now. I have grown
Ah.
accustomed to the calmness since I returned to my home here and settled down. I try
Right.
to avoid the city life and all that these days. That is
you
why
sure?
I
We're,
live
we're
here.
trying to go under the rock if that makes it a little bit more interesting.
Oh, this place is good. Every once in a while you get some good company from travelers. They rarely stay here for long. But that's just how it is.
Dara, you
Yeah.
could try to dispel magic or something.
I think I'm gonna start with a detect magic.
Right, that's true too.
Well, you detect magic. He definitely radiates a lot of necrotic
Necromancy.
energy.
But he seems very wholesome. I don't want to dispel him. You know, I do feel kind of bad about it. Should we just
Or
leave him
do you
alone?
have anything to remove curses otherwise?
Well,
Sort
what's
of.
your name, man?
My name is Brenfried.
Brentford,
Yes.
lovely meeting you. Much obliged for us being able to stay at your crib tonight. And if there is something, just wake me up and we'll help with whatever you like.
Could you keep watch
Sleep
while we
tight.
sleep?
Well, of course, but nobody would ever trespass on my property.
Perfect. Good night.
Well,
May I
so.
ask what are all your names?
Dara Raethran.
Captain
wanna-
Storm at your service.
I want to insight check this part. If any ill intentions.
Make it on disadvantage though, because he has no facial expressions
Right.
or
Oh.
body language. Really, he's just this hovering
Okay.
skeleton.
Okay.
We just dispel him if he
Inside.
turns evil.
Uh,
Oh god, he's gonna possess us, isn't he?
17.
Can you be
Seems
a
genuine.
necrophile if you're dead?
No, don't elaborate. Actually, just don't.
Right, Jaxson.
I kind of want to.
I assume Fritz and Arisa will
Mhm.
give their names too.
Well, it is good to meet all of you then. I will be awake here for a few more hours for certain. But I can keep my eyes open for you if you don't feel safe here.
Well, a few more hours, I suppose, would be pretty fine.
Good.
I don't sleep that much, so.
The sunset tends to make me sleepy.
Yeah, it does that, doesn't it?
Yes. Well, make yourselves comfortable.
Good night.
Yes. Good night.
He kind of drifts over and finally gets to the table and just sits down on this broken chair that does not seem to be able to support much weight, but he can sit on it. You're unsure if he's actually sitting or if he's just hovering. So, are you all gonna go to sleep? Nobody's.
Yes, indeed. He's
keeping
gonna
watch.
steal the scroll.
Let him read the scroll.
He's gonna steal it. He's not gonna read it.
He must read it. I want to
Well-
see what an undead does if they read it.
The hours go by, and eventually morning comes. And you all wake up. You see the carriage driver throughout all this has been very shocked, and he seems to have gone back out to his carriage and sleeping in there instead. He like left as soon as the undead guy came drifting in.
Let's see. Is he still here?
Yeah, he's still sitting there. Seems to be reading a book that doesn't exist.
I check for the scroll.
Yeah, I mean, it's still there.
Oh!
He left it. He looks over at you.
Good morning.
Morning. Had a wonderful night awake.
Well, it's not that late yet.
It is morning.
No, it's afternoon. The sunset is still a few hours away.
Oh, right.
Of course. Of course.
Well, we are going to head out quite soon.
So the White War, what more war did you fight in?
Oh, there were lesser conflicts before that, but the White War has just ended. I'm surprised you haven't heard about it since you're traveling
What
these
did the
parts.
White War, why? What was the reasoning behind the war?
Well, as I mentioned, the White Army, which grew out of the Ashen Inquisition, was a group of people worshipping the new gods that sought to end all worship of the old gods, or Eldor to be precise. And so their means were rather extreme. They would travel around in groups of 4, and they would brand the people with the brands of bone, marking them with a special magical ink that would also come to stain their hands permanently. Makes them easy to spot in a group. People with dark hands.
What was his name again?
The undead?
Yeah.
Sir Brenfried.
Sir.
Also, you don't happen to
knight.
know of.
Oh, yeah.
Also, you don't happen to know of our odd individual with the name Kessler, do you?
It is a name.
But it doesn't ring
Bradford.
specific bells.
No.
Bro, he lived in 199. What the fuck?
We don't know how. We don't know. Huh. Well, Kessler is sort of
Us
weird.
too, of course. So let me get this straight. So White War, you fought with Blazing Fate.
The
It's blazing-
Order of the Blazing Faith is
Exactly.
a remnant
that
of
all-
Eldor worshippers.
Eldor worshippers.
One of the last groups that really organizes a faith around him. There are still worshippers spread throughout the continent. That
So Eldor is a god.
Why, yes, of course. He
Okay, what
is
god?
an old god.
What type? Is he a god of something? Or is he just an old god?
Kind of looks at you, and if the skeleton could look confused, it would.
Freaking
From Jaxson.
Veer is the god of protection, right? So what is
Indeed, Vir and Rekar,
Eldor.
the brothers of warfare, the new gods.
yeah, and what is Eldor? Does he have a title except he's Eldor, the old god?
Like, I'm pretty sure, just as a DM here, I'm pretty sure you have all heard about Eldor on a few occasions throughout this campaign.
Yeah, but I haven't fucking given a shit about Eldor then.
Eldor, it is different depending on who you ask. but it is generally agreed upon that he is the older god that preceded the new gods.
Okay. Oh, he wanted the new gods?
The tales diverge a little bit, but yes, I do believe
But
that he
yet you
created
still-
the new gods.
Yet you still fight for the old gods to destroy the white gods.
That is not at all the case. I myself am a believer in the new gods.
Oh wow! Look
I
at that.
worship Ver and Rakar, primarily the brothers of warfare.
Oh well, then you don't worship Elder, right?
No, but I have respect for the faith. And Eldor himself has a part in our teaching as the predecessor of the new gods. It is the only common ground we find with our southern neighbors.
Well, amazing. Okay, so
That said, I fought for the Order of the Blazing Faith because I believe that they are justified in wanting to be free to worship their gods in peace.
who won? Who won?
We won, of course. The White Army is no more. We pushed them back to the east, where we eventually ended them.
Dara, Jax, you know anything about the Eldor?
Oh, Elder is. I mean, it's the capital is named after.
Religion check, motherfucker.
I mean, the capital
Religion.
is named after Elder.
I mean, that is correct.
Is Vendor a god as well?
No.
No.
That basically means like new in like a Thrameran kind of.
I got 22 on religion check.
I got a 13.
Well,
Oh, wait. It's maybe less. it's maybe a bit less.
I mean, even with a 13, you've heard of Eldor. What pretty much
8.
everyone knows that Eldor is the god that is considered to be the common ground between the northern and southern pantheon, because Eldor, like both of them, treat him as like a predecessor to their gods. Where the north and south kind of differentiate from each other is that they have different gods that they believe to be like the rightful heirs of Eldor, pretty much. Yeah, Eldor is this old god. Jaxson, you would know this. Like, he's kind of associated with fire a lot of the time, or the elements to a certain extent, but primarily fire, which is probably why there was the Order of the Blazing Faith, as in blaze fire. You can kind of make that sort of connection. Though you haven't really heard of the Order of the Blazing Faith. It's definitely not been around in at least a couple of centuries. But Eldor is, like, some say he pretty much created the world and then made the gods to look over it. Others say that he made the gods and then the gods made the world. So the origin story there is a bit vague. Eldor isn't really very worshipped anymore, at least not around here. I think you have heard, because you got like a 20 something, right, Jaxson?
No, 8.
Oh, 18.
I thought I had proficiency. But I
You
did not.
still you know about a little bit that there are some temples of Eldor that are pretty much abandoned, but they're in Havanitha. You know, there are the I think it's 13 temples. 12 of them that are pretty much in a circle around one central one, and the one in the middle is the old Temple of Eldor, which is probably, I think it's called the Alder Herald's Temple, because the Alder Herald was a devout worshipper of Eldor, and the Alder Herald was, if I'm not mistaken, the brother of the Alder King. I'm pretty sure, anyway. Could have been the brother of the Alder Queen. I need to look that up. But I think it's the brother of the Alder King.
Right.
What? Nice.
Well, are we going to head out then?
Indeed. Thank you for your hospitality.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, and should you ever pass through these parts again, you're always free to stay on my land.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
He just kind of gives a small bow. And then just continues reading his book that doesn't exist.
Nice.
So,
yeah.
you all head out. You find the carriage driver who's kind of like in the cart, and he's like, I'm glad to see that you are all alive still. So that thing was friendly.
He was talking about White War and stuff, yo. He was from 199.
The White War? I've never heard of something like that. I may be old, but I'm not that old.
Well, he was 800 years old, so, you know, that's...
Right. Well, undead spirits, I suppose.
He was a very nice fellow. You should have stayed.
I've seen what has happened with you and people. Don't get me wrong, but the first night was rather rough. Well, I suppose we are heading onwards then.
Indeed.
Yes, we are.
All right then. Well, in that case, Dara, are you gonna continue forfeiting your
Yes.
rolls? Well, then Storm, first D100 of the day.
Egg.
Whoa.
Yo. What the fricky.
100.
Oh my.
What did
Oh,
you
I
get?
found it. Bam.
Thought you were trying to figure out what you rolled.
No. I was looking for the die and I got an 82.
82.
That's a nice number. I like the ring of 82 actually.
Okay. Well, you continue onwards on this day, and you actually, we are going to save that roll, because on this day you're actually going to be arriving in Greyburg, the first city on the road. So we'll take this for the next day, technically.
Right.
We'll save your roll for then, because we're not going to do random encounters on the days that you get to cities. Now, unless there's something special that you want to try to like buy or whatever, we're just gonna like skip through it.
Find the outcast.
You can go back and find the outcasts another time.
Boo.
Let's just say I didn't take the time to prepare 3 separate outcast hideouts for the 3
Can we
cities that
say
you're
that we
passing through.
found it then?
We can say that Arisa has the means of going back here if you want to unlock
Nice.
it later.
Perfect.
Nice. We have a tree.
Yeah,
No.
you have a tree. So that will
Wow,
have to
what
be
a
good
nice
enough.
looking tree.
Because
Let's remember this.
You'd be getting here late in the evening, so you're probably just gonna stay at some random inn and then continue in the morning. So unless you wanted to like go throughout the night to try to find some place, it's not ideal. So
I kind of like the home seat otherwise. That's also a good option.
you're in a city unless you want to leave the city and use the home seat.
Yeah, you're
outside.
right. Let's just go to the cheapest inn.
Yeah.
Or even.
Well, you just find some inn. You stay there over the night. I'm not gonna charge you for it because I can't be bothered.
Or
So there's nothing in particular that you want to try to pick up here or something.
no.
All right. Well, in that case, the next day,
No.
and that is when your 82 was it kicks in. So you go, and about like halfway through the day's journey, as you kind of stop to just like have some food and like maybe go hunt a little bit. Does anyone want to hunt when you're like taking
Yes.
breaks? Yeah, well, Storm, you're off hunting. Now, you haven't gone far from the group when you hear voices. You hear voices that sound like they're chanting in unison.
I want to sneak.
What languages do you speak, by the way? I'm pretty sure.
Jacksonian,
not this one.
Northern Common, right? Right.
Yeah,
And
okay.
thieves can't.
Well, fair enough.
Oh!
You're sneaking forwards. You don't understand this language, but you see this little clearing in the woods, where you see what looks like these 5 elven figures that are standing with their hands
Southern.
connected, like they're holding hands with each other in a circle. And you see these things have been laid out in the middle, these like weird little crystals and some sort of herbs, and they've like cleared away the snow. And it seems like there's this vibrant grass that has grown in this little circle, and they're all kind of like chanting, and there's almost like, with your perception or passive perception, you see this kind of like sparkling energy in the air, almost as if these like tiny little foresty kind of particles, you know, like when you're in the woods and like the sun shines through the canopies of the trees, and there is this kind of like, you can see almost like the dust is almost shimmering and glistering in the golden sunlight, except it's just in a clearing, and they're just stood around the circle, and there's almost like this beam.
Does the crystals look valuable?
It's make an appraisal check. No, what would that be? Like make an intelligence check, I guess.
Oh!
But what if he wants to make a perception check to see
18.
how shiny they are?
18. They look like pretty cheap things. If you scrape them all together, you might be able to... Oh, well, there goes Leon. You'd probably get a few gold for it all, but it's nothing like... You don't see a sapphire, exactly. It's like small little quartz.
Okay,
and
what
stuff.
does it look like they're trying to cast a spell or something?
Something like it. I mean, they're chanting in some weird language, holding hands, and there's this magical air around them.
Well, guess we're eating elf today, motherfuckers. I was out hunting, right?
Well, you are out hunting.
Okay, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for something to happen.
All right.
Imagine if some people in our party knew different languages.
How long are you waiting around here?
Okay, I'm waiting for like 5 minutes, and then I'm heading back.
After
to
5
get
minutes,
someone.
they're still stood around and
Oh my fucking
chanting.
god. Okay, yeet. I go back to... Wait, can Jaxson speak Southern Common?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. I go hey, yo. Some elves trying to... Some elves trying to cast the spell over where you wanna go. Let's go. Sneak, though, so we don't get caught.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have you both roll stealth checks now. I didn't do it before because Storm pretty much can't fail them anyway.
Yeah,
so
because I got a 9, right? I got a 9 now. That is trash.
But you can make
Well,
it 10.
Delph,
I think it
Boom.
turns into an
That's-
11.
that's a 24.
That's
25, I mean.
12.
12. All right. Let me just check something.
Wait, 25? What? No,
Well-
that's where?
No, he's
can't
talking
do
about
math.
himself.
Oh yeah, it's
Oh.
24.
So you just tell Jaxson, and then you both sneak off from the rest of the
Yeah.
group. I think Arisa would probably notice that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Not sure if she would call you out though. So
It's not like we're sneaking away from the party.
yeah,
No, we're going
well,
hunting.
you
We're
both-
going hunting elves.
you both approach, and Jaxson, you stop and you see them in the circle. They don't seem to notice you. What languages do you know, Jaxson?
more like what languages don't I know?
So what languages do you know?
So I know Celestial,
You should have chosen the
Northern,
language feat so you can know 4
Southern,
languages.
Arcanon.
Arcanon.
Yeah, that's all languages.
Okay, so 4 languages. Cool.
Yeah.
You don't understand what they're saying. This is not Southern Common, though in some ways it is slightly reminiscent of it.
These guys are tripping.
You're not speaking Southern Common, you can't understand?
No, like it sort of sounds like Southern, but like imagine if they had like a potato down their throat.
Ah.
Maybe Dara. Maybe it's Undercommon. Let's check with Dara.
Go get Dara. I'll wait here.
Okay, you go and you get Dara.
Dara,
Yeah.
come.
Okay.
It looks so ugly when everyone looks into the camera.
Arisa would
So stupid.
Arisa would probably like wild shape into something small and jump up on your shoulder at this point.
Oh no.
Yes.
What's up?
Fritz is just stay.
Fritz is like, yeah, all right, whatever. I'll hold down fort here. Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, so Dara, what languages do you know?
Undercommon, Common, Northern Common, and Southern Common.
Okay,
Is it?
you two do not understand this. Do you know what languages Arisa knows? Like, do you have the list?
I might have that. I might actually have that.
Wait.
Shit. It crops out before
Actually,
the language part.
well, she has
Yeah,
the
she has
she
the
has
hat.
the hat. So
Yeah, comprehend
Is it,
languages.
wait,
Also,
is that
by the way, you need to roll a
attunement?
stealth check.
Yeah, I rolled a
Right.
4.
You motherfucker. You motherfucker. You.
Hey, Arisa,
Hey, you picked a
Motherfucker.
party member that has 0 in
You
dex.
actually.
Arisa, cast pass without trace.
You know, it's actually not unthinkable that she would do that.
She always does that.
Is the language thing concentration or like
I don't
comprehend
know
language?
about that. Is the hat? Is the hat
If it's attunement, I
attunement?
think so. I think so.
Okay.
Okay, so comprehend
Otherwise-
languages does not require, or it does not require concentration. Let me check the hat though, real quick.
Yeah, because
Comprehend
if it's not
languages does not. So yeah.
Right.
if it's not like attunement, one of us could borrow it, so it's easier or something.
It actually doesn't. It doesn't require attunement, but she would just go along and cast. What's it called? Pass without trace on the group.
Yeah, I guess I'll just roll for Arisa as well.
Oh, I rolled now. She
Okay,
got a
fine.
nat 16, so that's
Yeah.
with the pass without trace. You're good to go.
Hey, Paul.
So
Arisa.
you all approach, and she would turn back from like her wild shape thing, or she probably wouldn't go into it in the first place, since you reminded me of the the pass without trace. She kind of says like, "Huh, they're saying things in Sylvan, I think. It sounds like some sort of ritual, like they're trying to summon something."
I think we should kill them.
Well, we don't know what they're trying to say.
They are summoning something. I don't want to fucking fight something.
Well, I can always banish it back.
Yeah, let's wait and see what they summon.
Oh,
If they
right,
summon
right.
Something amazing. Let's
You got some snacks?
sit back, relax, and enjoy. Let's see. I still have some rum from earlier.
Let me see what I have. I have some bourbon. Nice.
Yeah, perfect.
When I found this weird mushroom that has that is red with white spots on it.
Go back to your underground, you freak.
So, about like another 20 minutes go by as you're sitting here watching, and then as you realize that the sun is hitting its apex, you
Whoa,
see
apex.
as the there's a space in this beam of light that just kind of opens up above them. And you can see this large claw-like hand start coming through it. It is gargantuan in size. It is big enough to hold all 5 of the elves in the circle.
Sick!
And you see they continue chanting, but they're now looking up at this hand as it reaches
Can't
through.
vanish there, right?
And it grabs the 5 of them and lifts them back through this open circle in space itself, and it closes behind them, leaving pretty much nothing behind except for...
So not did it leave behind the like crystals and stuff?
Yeah, you see that there's still this like grass in the circle, but they're gone, and the shimmering is now gone as well.
Oh, if we do this fast, we could do the same thing. Arisa, what did they say? Let's do this.
I don't think I heard the whole thing. It seemed like a very long and complicated ritual.
Also, didn't it need to do this for a specific time or something?
I mean, it's still the time.
Damn, they was sent to the freaking gods. What did we witness?
Hey, is this
Arisa would say, like, I think this seemed like it was something with the Feywild, maybe?
Oh,
right?
They seem to invoke Fey spirits in their chanting.
we don't like that.
Did the cultists seem happy about being dragged through that portal?
They seemed peaceful, at least.
Yeah, I think we should just leave. It's just some weird cult doing
Right.
weird stuff.
I walk up to the ritual place.
Yeah, you see as you do, it's almost as you're watching as the grass that had grown was all vibrant and all, like, slowly starts kind of being more and more washed out in colors, as if it's like dying at a rapid pace.
So there's nothing left.
I mean, there are those little crystals and like herbs. The herbs are kind of all dry. You see now that you're all up close and stuff.
Can I check what crystals?
You pick one up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you pick it up. It looks like it's some sort of quartz, but as you do, it just kind of like crumbles in your hand.
Oh,
It did not seem like it was worth much, though.
there's nothing back here. Let's go back.
Great.
Yeah, weird stuff, but we have seen weirder.
I should have shot them when they got grabbed.
Well, you don't need
See what
to
happens.
shoot them.
Shoot
They're just
first,
doing
ask
their
questions
culty
later.
thing.
But I'm getting hungry now. We haven't eaten in a while. So
Please
I'll
don't
keep
eat elf.
hunting.
Well, you keep hunting for a while, and you finally get something to eat. And the carriage driver is, when you all return, it's like, so what was it this time, huh?
I'm cultist.
Some cultists that got dragged in by a hand into the Feywild gods realm. Very interesting. If it wasn't for that, we might have no. Okay.
You know, I've traveled this
You like
road
elves?
before.
Yeah, of course you do.
Huh?
Yeah, nothing.
Well, I've traveled this road before, and never have I really seen anything that strange. I have already experienced more in these past couple of days than I have in my lifetime before, so...
Well,
Well, you're
we
not-
do tend to
Great.
attract us.
You're not done with us yet, you know. So more.
I'm
things
afraid
to
not.
come. You want to read the page? I have a very interesting page.
No,
that-
don't.
I mean, I have read
Makes
it.
your time even more interesting.
It will give you luck and fortune through your life.
Make a
Please don't.
persuasion check.
Jaxson does that. He kept going.
It's
I don't think
the-
any of you have good charisma.
You don't get advantage because Dara is actively griefing you with this.
Yeah. What the?
Wow,
No.
fuck you.
I don't want you to. Hey, that's the
perception.
carriage driver.
19.
kind of shrugs and he's like, well, I suppose whatever this is.
Thing. Okay, so I'm gonna open it. You read it, and let's see what happens. Can you see the thing as well, Jack? Somehow?
No, I don't think so.
If
I will
only this
try
guy
to
didn't
help.
know how to read.
I will try to help you understand it. It's a bit strange, but you will manage. Can I help you?
Try to remember everything as
Sure.
well, and tell us what you see.
Yes.
That would be lovely.
How are you helping him?
Like, yes. Say like telling him how I try to understand the like symbols, because it's not like real text, right?
It's some language that you're not familiar with that has general similarities with Arcanon, but not in a way. Like, the more you focus on it, the clearer it just kind of got in a way.
Yeah, I would say like just focus on it and stuff like that. You know, try to help in the process.
Well then, enjoy.
All right. Well, that could have gone even worse than it did. That was.
Ooh. And it did.
Wait, did he get advantage from me, or was I useless?
No, no.
I was useless.
It's
Dang
not
it.
enough.
Yes, let's.
Oh wow! On the D3s, it got a perfect 1, 2, 3.
Oh, he's gonna get the vision. Oh.
What is this combination of things? This is so weird.
Oh gosh. Now we're gonna make him addicted to reading those things as well. Oh gosh.
Well, this is the only one he's gonna run into, though.
Oh, we're
They
forbidden
can read
from
the same page.
You see him get this like blank stare as he seems to get absorbed by this scroll, and the text just kind of gives off this glow. I can't remember if the rest of you can see the glow. I think it's only the person reading it. Kind of like tilts his head to the side, his mouth open, and he like snaps out of it. Like,
Welcome back.
what?
Tell us everything.
What did you
Well,
see?
I need to roll another thing now as well.
All right, the fun roll.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually, Jaxson, just roll a D100 for me here. I can't be bothered.
oh,
76.
Well, I saw I saw Bertmund, this old neighbor of mine that I have been feuding with for the past 40 years or so. Strange. Just seemed so happy. I kind of feel a bit gross about seeing that.
That's nice.
why do you feel gross about him?
Because we've been feuding for 40 years. Why do you think it feels gross seeing him, especially seeing him happy?
Ah,
Imagine seeing Clarice happy.
that I've never seen. Well,
Right.
you see, more adventure, more things to see. Very weird, huh? Are you ready to keep on going?
Oh yeah, of course.
You see, as he's kind of sitting down here, as he's about to get up, he just kind of like grabs a handful of dirt and just puts it in his mouth and starts chewing. And just starts walking back to the carriage.
Whoa, whoa, yo,
I mean, some nutrients, I guess.
yo, shit.
Yeah.
Hopefully no worm, imagine.
See,
See a
like,
worm.
before he
Has it-
sits
it has
down
a
on the
drain
carriage,
on
he just picks up another handful of dirt and just puts it on the carriage for later.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, well, explain your diet. Is that good for you?
Well, it tastes delicious. I don't really know. I just felt this urge that I needed to eat it. Yeah, you want some? And he puts some more in his mouth and then just extends his hand with some more dirt. You put dirt in your mouth and it tastes like dirt. Pretty bad.
It tastes like dirt.
I don't know. I think it's great. I want more, and he just stuffs his mouth full with even more. And as he's chewing that, he just kind of like stops, and then just like. Actually, never mind. Forget that. What just happened?
I don't know. You seem to
Like dirt.
dirt.
I've never done that before. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Tell me
vomit.
about it.
You're a dirty
Have you
eater.
eaten dirt before?
No. All right.
Let's move
Well,
on.
let's keep on going. Hey.
Well, the rest of the day goes by completely undisturbed.
No, we do home seed.
Yes.
Yep.
Or
Dara
home
first,
seed.
Jaxson third, Fritz fourth.
Right. I'm not gonna bother making you roll. You already know that you've had the
Nice.
random encounter for the day, so it's just gonna be a bunch of wasted time. You sit there, roll, nothing
Oh.
happens.
Yeah, roll.
Whoa.
So, the next day then. Who's next to roll? I can't be bothered keeping track. I assume you guys keep track.
Let's go, Jaxson.
Yes.
Very
71.
71.
Doesn't have the good ring to it as 82.
No,
Unfortunately.
it is.
It's trash number.
Okay, this one doesn't really work for this area, so I'm gonna have you re-roll this because this is an older one that I didn't change because it's still technically works
16.
if you're in another part of the world.
That doesn't have a good ring to it either.
16. Oh, haha. Okay. Well, as you wake up in the morning, you see that there is a heavy snowstorm. The noises you make are rather accurate, yes. And you can barely see like a foot or two in front of you. And the carriage driver, as you leave the home seat, he's like, we're gonna have to,
Let's just take another home seat and stay in for the day.
Yeah, let's do that.
we can't push onwards. It's not gonna be easy, but
Let's stay here for today.
all right.
Home seat.
okay, so you're just gonna home seat it up and,
We have to wait an hour
very nice.
outside probably, but like.
let me just shift things over then in my planner. Because I need to make sure that, that's a bit of a messy thing.
Wait, what?
Whatever.
What did you have to do?
No, I just need to make sure that I got all the dates correct, because
Okay.
just shifting things in the calendar here, because I have the dates written down when you're supposed to arrive in the different cities and stuff.
Okay.
It's too cold to
Okay.
go out.
So you're just
outside.
gonna home seat it up that entire day, so then we immediately move on to the next day.
Let's go! Boom! 22.
22.
Another
That's a nice ring
snowstorm.
to it. That is a nice ring to it.
Snowstorm.
This one is also kind of screwed up. You're gonna have to re-roll this because I have two things that don't really work for this location.
93.
That's a nice ring to it.
93.
Nice ring to it.
Yeah,
It's a
anything
90.
with 90 has a good ring.
No, 91 trash.
No, everything 90 is good.
Okay.
Well,
So-
let's find the Medusa.
The day after all that, you are able to continue on the road. you set out from the home seed that you've had to replant a couple of times, having short stints out in the cold weather of the blizzard that hit you suddenly and all that. But as you finally continue onwards, as you get to the evening of this day, it's kind of getting late, and as you're about to stop, you see this campfire by the side of the road, and there's this group that is gathered around it, a group of 6 people. The coach driver will kind of like, before you get there, it's like, you want to stop and see what they're up to and
Well,
stay there, or
it's
you want
always
to keep
nice
going?
to do so, I suppose. Storm, get out.
Yes, we could say hello, I guess.
Me? We're still in Thromera, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
There are multiple days of Tramera.
Right,
In
let's just
fact,
all
we're not
go
even gonna
out.
pass the border with this carriage.
Let's
Have
just all
fun.
go out.
Okay, I'll be behind.
All right. So is everyone going out? Like,
Yeah, of
Storm, are
course.
you just
Yeah.
staying in the back, or?
I'm further back.
All right.
Yeah.
The group here, they all seem like they are Thramerans. Like they all generally have like lighter colored hair
Yeah.
and pale skin.
Well, as long as they don't have weapons, we're fine with them.
I mean, you look around. There's one of them seems to be wearing like pretty proper like plate armor, and another one has this like big long bow on their back, and
Yeah, but there are 2.
they are all armed, so they all do have weapons.
Greetings.
They'll look
Hello
around.
there, fellow travelers.
You see one of them wearing this like hood pulled up. It seems to have some sort of like leathery armor and some like a fur cloak pulled over his shoulders. Just kind of looks over at all of you. Hello there. Who are all of you coming out here in the winter?
Well, we're traveling, you know. How about you? You're just standing here at the side of the road.
Sitting here by a fire late in the evening. Is that such a strange thing? I mean, we've set up camp for the night. Have you come here to share a fire, or call us strange for standing around? All of them kind of like laugh a little bit. So seriously, what are you doing? You're just traveling through, is that all?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's all.
We're trying to go to Laronia eventually, but it's a long way.
Laronia. All right. Well, fair enough.
Where are you guys heading?
We're traveling around. Currently, we're heading southwards.
To the front lines?
No, we're mercenaries. A free
Right.
company, as they say. No, we're not soldiers of that sort. What
That can
about
be.
you? Are you fleeing the front lines, huh?
No.
We're not a part of this conflict.
You're northbound. Not a lot of people, especially not people looking like all of you, seem to be heading north these days if they're not trying to avoid the war.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
We
So,
have some personal stuff to go to, I guess. Down in some caves.
down in some caves, huh?
You got money on you guys?
Do you?
Yeah. You want to bet some? It gets boring out here, you know, in the winter, you know. Let's do like this. Our strongest man, we take Jaxson against your strongest man.
Well,
Boom,
like,
1-on-1.
Fritz is the strongest.
Yeah, but he's boring. Okay, Jax. So we make it a bit fair because Fritz would fucking would destroy anyone of you.
I would destroy
Jax
anyone.
against your strongest one.
I would destroy anyone.
You knock out the one who gets knocked out loses. Boom.
But like, it's not fair because my
And
weapon,
platinum is on the line.
Storm, you can be the fucking one that fights.
You said that one's Fritz. He points at
Yeah,
Fritz.
the big one.
Mm-hmm.
He looks around at the others. I say someone can take him on.
Oh, well.
He's the strongest one, you said, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
So what are the rules of this fight?
Fist fight. Fist fight.
Yeah, fist fight. That's more interesting.
Yeah.
Fritz,
Fritz, you're up to this, right?
I don't
Huh?
want to fight or something like
Fritz
that.
yeah.
would probably be like,
He's an old
Come on,
dwarf
you got this,
fighter.
bro.
I
You're
don't
an old
know
dwarf
about
fighter.
this.
Come on. Okay. You will get half of everything. Okay, you will get 5, and we get 1 each. Okay, that's a good price. 5 platinum. Imagine how many sandwiches you can buy with that.
Oh yeah.
Make a persuasion check, I guess.
Sandwich.
Let's go. That's 11.
11?
Come on.
Let's see. I hope Ludvig won't be upset if Fritz does something he wouldn't. Fritz kind of looks at that and is like, well, I don't know really. It seems a bit unnecessary.
You get 9 platinum from
No,
it.
5.
If it doesn't happen, you know, like.
You're just trying to pay your own man. You don't even know how much money we're betting.
All right, how much are you betting?
I will do it. Come on.
If it would work.
10 plat.
What do you say? And he kind of turns over. Flynn, what you reckon? You see the one in plate armor sitting next to this woman in heavy furs. Kind of like pulls out this piece of parchment. Just looks at it. It's like, I'd say we have quite a bit to bet on this, don't we?
Right. Right. No armor, right? Guess you know, like
Right, no
fist
armor.
fights
No
and
armor.
plate armor would be a bit unfair.
Hey, come on, Fritz, huh?
I just go and grab Fritz like this. Okay, he relies on plate armor. You don't. It will be an easy fight. Okay.
You see the
You just take the punch. Like it will be easy.
leader of this group, the one that has been talking to most of you.
Mhm.
It's like, Arika, you take him, eh? You see the woman in the furs kind of just like nods. And just gives like a
wait.
half smile.
Yeah, she's so you can beat her. Come on, Fritz, you got this.
Make another persuasion check.
Come on.
Can I do that?
No.
Instead of Jaxson, come on now. I tried as well. But yeah, Jax is talking more, I guess.
Okay, what did you get?
Wait, do I get advantage because Storm did stuff too? Or...
Yes, but you also get disadvantage for sexism.
Alright. Well, a
12.
little better.
Well, this time Fritz rolled pretty badly, so...
Great.
Let's go.
So you see at this point the woman here just kind of like stands up, and you see now she's probably like 6'5".
He got.
And just kind of like throws off the fur robes that she was wearing, and like she's pretty darn buff.
He's got this.
Let me just see here. I need to check.
Fritz is not so certain of himself.
I will whisper to Arisa. Do you have anything to help Fritz with the fight? Dara looks.
Yeah, I'm trying to look through her spells.
Let me think of it.
Maybe 1. I'm gonna check that one.
Well, they are checking their things too.
And no, she would never use that spell against in this situation. It's contagion. And no, she would not waste it on this.
Well, Fritz
Right.
would pretty much be like, well, I guess I'm fighting.
You got this, Fritz.
Right. And just kind of like gets his fists
Fritz
up.
is gonna
and
get his ass kicked.
See
isn't
that they kind of form this half circle around all
What
of you.
did you bet, by the way?
Well, how much were you talking about, huh?
10 plat.
Sure, I'll match it.
Perfect.
And yeah, they form this half circle around.
We form the other half circle.
Yeah. See,
Ow,
both kind of like
I
split
warm
there.
up Fritz.
Bye.
You got this.
So am I gonna be rolling against myself here now until someone drops?
It's up to you.
You can just
choose
go. You can
someone
just
to
go
roll
with
otherwise.
based on the HP and stuff, and just roll for who.
No,
you
but
think.
Fritz has a D4 also with his fist.
Yeah.
Normally it's just strength, but Fritz gets
But what
a
if she
D4
has
extra.
rage and is a monk?
Then
Like-
he's fucked.
The main question here is probably like who's like how much damage is everyone going
Yeah.
to take. Well, you see, I'll start by rolling initiative. Does anyone else want to pilot Fritz for this? Oh, this is so
gonna take it.
stupid.
I mean, if you don't want to, I can do it, I guess.
That's why
Well-
I tried to throw in Jax. Come on.
So I'm the one
Yeah,
who has to fight.
You have the most cheese tactics ever. You have the fucking javelin with they can't move and shit. Of course.
Yeah, but
Well,
like,
then it's not a
You
fist
mean-
fight.
You mean the glaive?
Yeah, well, we changed
Sure.
it to fist fight because it was Fritz. Otherwise, we
Mhm.
would have taken another fight.
yeah.
Oh,
I
wow.
will do the next one.
Mhm.
If we
That's
do
probably
this.
Oh,
smarter.
I need to
I am
find.
good walking around. I can't walk around in a circle.
Yeah. Storm sucks
Flashbacks
in a circle.
to Clarice and women.
Yeah, we've already seen that
Oh
twice.
my god, they. So she rolled a nat 20 on initiative.
Oh, right.
But
Initiative.
Fritz,
advantage
well,
on
I
that
rolled
shit.
for Fritz.
Okay.
And he got a nat 19. But he has a +2 to Dex and she only has a +1.
Let's
go,
go.
Fritz!
So technically, by the higher Dex rule, he still goes first.
Right.
So do you want to pilot him then?
I can do that, I guess. Like,
Well, so
if you
his
don't want
unarmed
to
damage
do it.
is since
Well, not
he has
Dara's
Tavern
guys,
Brawler, he has a D4.
yeah, it's a
and then
D4 plus 5.
+5 because
Why
he
would
took
do
strength this
that?
level.
And how much is it to hit? It's like 9
He has
proficient in it, right? Because of Tavern Brawl.
yeah, I think it's 9. I think that is correct.
Yes, it's 4 plus 9.
Yeah, because I have written down his weapon is +2, and I have his modifier
Mhm.
written down as +11. So I think +9 is indeed correct. Well, he's going to be swinging first, so you want to go for it then? This is gonna take
Rage.
a while as well.
Rage,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
And okay, so 20. How many attacks? It's 2, right?
Yeah.
So first is 24 to hit. Second is 20 to hit.
Both hit.
Okay, that's
It's probably not gonna
6
take that long,
damage.
actually.
Plus 8 damage, so 14.
So 14 total
Yeah.
for both of them.
Yeah.
All right, so you just like
Oh,
like double like the like slammer thing like slams on both sides of the head at the same time, and she just gets all discombobulated
Oh,
and kind of like staggers back and then
oh, it's fucking
recovers.
what it's called.
She's gonna
Discombobulate.
yeah, it's the Sherlock Holmes meme.
Sherlock Holmes, there we go. Discombobulate.
She's gonna come swinging back, and she's going to go reckless on this.
Oh,
Oh, he's gonna get advantage next time. Let's go.
I don't have to do reckless.
Well, they
now.
both
Let's
have
go.
advantage on each other, and Fritz would never go reckless. So
Yeah, exactly. Unless it's a kid.
yeah, of course. If it's
Oh,
if it's
that's
defenseless, unarmed kid, then he's
How-
supposed to do.
She's fighting like
s-
friggin' reckless. He's not fighting.
It's a
reckless.
16. Let me check his armor class. His armor class
It's
is 16.
on dex.
It's 16.
Right.
So the first one is a hit. Second one is not 20. So
But that doesn't double anything.
she doesn't have Tavern
Right.
Brawler, so yeah, it's just gonna be 6 damage. We're gonna go with Fritz having 137 HP because that's like the average that he would have at this level. I guess I'll keep track of his HP.
Yeah.
Well, it's Fritz's turn. This is such stupid combat.
Does it work to hit with your bonus action? As it's like.
You're
with
technically
offhand?
dual wielding, so yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. So 3
Like
attacks.
you're dual wielding fists. That's your bonus action, obviously.
Yeah. But I don't have to reach anymore.
No, of course.
It's-
So-
that's
I
the
mean,
only
that's
thing
what
I
she
have to
did.
do,
She used
right?
bonus action to hit with her second thing. So
Okay. So the lowest is a 20.
hits.
Okay. So that's 9, 7, 7. So 23.
23 points of damage.
Oh wait, I had advantage on. Wait.
Are you gonna see if there's a crit?
Oh no, not.
Okay.
Ah shit.
Alright, well then it's her turn again. She's gonna continue going reckless here. First one, nat 19. Second one, 17. So that's another 6 damage to him. So Fritz only at 125 now or something like that.
Right. Wait. Oh yeah. You. Wait. Do you?
Oh no, yeah, he's
wait.
raging. Never
Yeah.
mind. He's only
It's-
taking
I-
4 points of damage.
Okay. Next
I'm gonna say
attack-
5. I'm gonna round the critical hit up just.
Yeah. Next attack is lowest is 20 again.
Yep. That's
okay,
so stupid. She only deals 3 damage per turn and all gets halved to 1.
Wait, so 6 plus 8, so 14, plus 8, no, plus 9, so that's 23 again.
Okay. Yep. She's still standing. He's just like punching hard. That so
Let's
like
go,
she barely
please.
gets any hits in. She's just like flailing around. Well, she's gonna go for the Hail Mary here. So reckless again, of course. Nat 19 and 19, not natural. So that's another 2 points of damage.
Okay. So right. So I will attack again. First to hit is 23, but when I hit, I grapple. Because Fritz can
That's
do
bonus
that.
action.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
bonus action.
Yeah.
And the other attack is 22 to hit. So it's 6 plus 7, so 13 points of damage.
Okay, so Fritz just kind of like punches her, swings her around the 180 degrees, and just pulls up, like holds her like under the armpits and up over the
shit.
shoulders. And you see as he does that, once he gets the grip, she just goes limp. Like she's unconscious.
Wait, already?
Not even touch.
Yeah. Because she doesn't have Tavern Brawler, so she only does her strength and damage. Fritz gets an additional d4 and has 2 higher strength.
Oh, wait. I forgot to add the rage damage as well.
Oh my god, yeah. She would have gone out even earlier. She's not a full-fledged barbarian. She's like a stat block.
Yeah.
You see the others, they all kind of like
Oh,
look surprised.
we told you he's the strongest one of us.
I mean, physically, but like, I am the best fighter.
Well,
But
I
good job,
am
Fritz,
glad-
let's go! Hey, hand over the money.
They all just look kind of surprised. You see, there's an older man in robes that just kind of like rushes up and puts his hands on her and just heals her a little
Alright,
bit. So she just kind of like gets back up.
I will use my nice hands to heal Fritz.
Right. Yeah, he took 7 damage, so
Yeah, so he has full HP now.
just like stretches his neck and is like, thanks.
Good work.
You see the leader of the group, he's like, well,
Hey, wanna
That-
go second round like anyone else?
no, look, this did not quite go as I had planned. I don't
worry.
think,
Don't worry, Fritz can take on multiple guys.
yeah, I can tell, I feel quite intimidated now, you know,
Don't worry, it's our
I-
toughest guy, and he's nice.
No, we're equally tough, everyone in our team.
look, you don't have to, well,
I think one is enough.
Yeah.
I guess we may as well put all the cards on the table here. Flynn, and he just nods to the one with the plate armor that was looking at a scroll before. Like, you really want to show it? Just do it. Pulls out a scroll and just kind of like holds it out to you to take it. Does anyone reach for it?
Jax.
Alright, Jaxson.
Jax.
You take
Yeah,
it,
let's check.
and you see that it is a wanted poster with a very crude illustration and the name Fritz Wiprecht written on it.
Oh, damn.
Oh, right. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, we were planning on punching him out and then telling you all that you can live if you leave, but
But his name is not Wiprecht. It's it's Klaus. Fritz
look,
Klaus.
we're not gonna do anything now, don't worry, we see what he can do. And
It's a picture you.
Yeah, but like it probably is twin or something.
we're not throwing away our lives, you don't need to lie, it's fine.
Don't worry. Fritz is a firm believer in non-killing. He would just break your bones.
Wait, Fritz, where did you come from again?
I don't know if I should say that now.
All right, we say it later.
The others, well, it would say on the bounty. I can send you the full thing.
What's the bounty? What's the bounty?
Hey, are we gonna turn him in?
I can tell you. It says wanted alive for the murder of Lord Eckhard Dietmund of Kranzfeld. Fritz Wiprecht, between 6 foot and 6'3", brown hair, blue eyes, built like a bull, many visible scars. 15,000 gold reward for bringing him alive to Lord Elric Dietmund in Kranzfeld, near Rainhill. Beware, the man is incredibly violent and fights well with or without weapon. Approach with caution. And then there's
Hold on.
illustration.
Wait.
Did you say 15000 gold?
15,000 gold pieces.
Well, you.
That's
certainly
1.5
did something.
scroll. Oh, that's 1.5 page.
Let me just think out loud very quickly. So you saw this poster where it said he was extremely dangerous without weapons, and you thought you were going to
To be fair, it said with or without.
yeah, with or without, and he doesn't have weapons, and you thought of having a duel with him.
I've seen
instead of-
Ricka fell 5 men in a bar alone, okay? She can handle herself. Whatever this monster in front of me is capable of. No offense, Fritz, I'm sure you're a fine gentleman and a murderer of lords. But listen, this is, whatever just happened, I've never seen the likes of it. Ricka is more than a capable fighter herself. I guess it just puts things into perspective when you see the finest among you felled as if it was a child kicked by a bull. Again, no offense, Ricky. We all love you, you know that. She just kind of
Well,
like seems a bit
if
angry.
if it makes you feel any better, you can all just jump on Fritz right now, and he can beat you up all. But I don't think you're that.
Okay, Jesus Christ,
no,
you stop boasting. Okay, so
So payment.
yeah, exactly.
Well, I guess we were counting on not having to pay anything and getting 15,000 gold, but we have some money anyway. Let's see how much we have. They kind of start looking through their bags. And,
I
like,
thought you were talking so much like you had plenty, eh?
yeah, we were about to have 15,000 gold, I reckoned.
Right.
And they all kind of like pile their money together.
Why it costs 15,000.
Well, we don't quite have 10 platinum, but 63 gold, would that do?
Maybe we should take something else from then in that case. No.
Do they have like
alcohol.
a... So this,
You got some alcohol.
they don't have alcohol for 40 gold. Storm.
Okay, sure.
Why would they have that?
Please, they only have 10 platinum.
You see Ricka, the lady that just got beaten, is like kind of drinking out of a bottle and just kind of like stops as you mention alcohol and just like puts it under her cloak instead.
Can I try to see if one of them has like a nice weapon or something?
Sure.
That's 11 on my perception check.
It's
say,
pretty
like,
dark and all that. You don't really see the quality of things.
All right.
Like, it isn't fun if it's just a weapon. It has to be something personal, I think.
Right.
Your bag.
Hey, do you mind if we talk for like the group of us just go talk a bit?
Whatever, sure, I guess.
Okay, so I mean, we could take the plate. I mean, they're scared of us now, and plate is really fucking expensive.
Yeah, but I
it's
feel
like
it's too much.
It's like we could probably sell it for like 500 or something.
Yeah,
but I think
They were going to turn in Fritz, okay?
Yeah, but they realized how strong he was and didn't.
Yeah, and that's why we can take it from.
How about we just take something slightly less in value? You know, I feel bad
where
for
they're
them.
going. Do we need they like a favor or something?
I don't think so.
Did you keep the scroll, by the way? The wanted poster?
Yeah, we keep the scroll.
Also, who is the one who has issued this wanted poster?
Well,
It seems to be, according to the poster, Lord Elric Dietmund.
Wasn't that your owner, Fritz?
I think it's the son of the... Well, I killed Lord Eckhard, and I think that's his son or something.
And where was this place again?
Well, it's Kransfeld. It's near Rainhill.
Oh, okay. Well, don't worry, we're not gonna turn you in.
Right.
No, definitely not.
Fritz starts sweating. Sweating in the cold winter.
Okay, we just take the 63 gold and then we say they pull down all the posters they see or something.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's suitable. Well, they could always spread the word about how Fritz is way too impossible to defeat or something like that.
It already says on the poster.
Yes.
Yeah, but apparently these guys thought they could beat him.
Yes, but all delusional minds like us is gonna think that they can beat anyone, right?
Right.
Yeah,
well, okay. Let's just go and take the gold and leave them. We can be nice.
Okay, lads. So we take the 63 gold. That would be much obliged. And then when you see posters of Fritz, you take them down. How does that sound, right?
Sure. I'll spread the tale of what happened here for free.
Say that it happened closer to south of Greyburg, so like they think he's in that area.
Sure, whatever you want.
Nice, perfect.
So,
Have a great evening.
I mean, you're welcome to share food with us and all that, I suppose.
Well, let's do that as well.
Okay, right.
Certainly.
Trust me, we're not gonna try anything. If we lost fair and square, and now Rick is clinging on to consciousness over there. You see, she's like drinking, trying to be sneaky, like holding up her fur coat and like. Yeah, I'm so.
I pass
drunk.
Fritz. I pass Fritz 50 gold and the rest 13 with fucking.
What?
Great.
The rest? Oh, 13 each.
13? No.
Oh, no, right.
50
You're right.
to
Oh,
Fritz.
3 each then.
3 each,
After.
great.
3 gold each.
Mm-hmm. Fritz gets 51 gold.
That's how you earn
51.
money, lads.
Yeah, by being
Perfect.
big and buff.
I had this encounter planned for like if you were going to go to Holmond at some point, like literally like a year ago or something. It's just been sitting here and like and I just added it to the random encounters when you started traveling a lot. So
Nice. Okay.
but yeah, so you basically spend the evening with these mercenaries. You eventually find out all their names. The guy with the hood that has been doing most of the talking is called Dayan. He seems to be the leader. There is Asher Flynn, who is the plate armored guy. There's Ricke, who Fritz punched out. The older man who kind of wears this like holy symbol around his neck. His name is Stenheim. The archer is called TJ, and there's another one, another woman who's dressed kind of in like more robes, also like covered up in fur and all that. That you're not quite sure. She doesn't seem like armed, but her name is Andrea. And throughout the night, like Dayan does most of the talking, and he seems to be in a pretty good mood, even though they basically just lost all their money and and got beaten up. So
Not even
eventually,
racist towards Storm, like damn.
no, I mean, they may be Thrumerans, but they're like
Adventurers.
Yeah,
They're
They're
wholesome
Who cares?
Thrumerans.
They've seen everything.
they probably like don't, if you're a mercenary, you're not really known to be loyal to your country and all that, so
You don't
they
trust
probably don't share their
anyone
values too
either.
much.
You don't trust anyone either way, probably as well. So
Well, mercenaries trust mercenaries.
Mercenaries may trust their fellow people in their group,
exactly.
but even
no,
that can
yeah.
be tense. Well,
Right.
you kind of spend some time just drinking and eating with them, and then eventually, like, it's time to sleep. You may want to head off a little bit and sleep for yourselves, or
Yeah.
Homestead.
Homestead.
you set up the home seed not far away from them, or whatever.
Yeah,
But,
what the fuck, these bougie boys.
You see, like through the door as you're heading inside, they all seem kind of like looking at this, like, wow, these guys, who are these people?
So true.
Like, they show up, this one guy just wipes the floor with their experienced bar fighter, and then you just go away and you just build a house. Or not even that, you grow a house.
Man, we should have pulled off like a boar or something from last dinner too.
So stupid. So stupid. We show up. They're like, oh, what the fuck you doing here, standing here? They're like, what the fuck you doing here? You wanna fight?
Well, the night eventually goes by, and in the morning they have already bounced. They've already left. You can just see like the kind of smoldering remains of the fire pit. That was pretty hilarious, though.
Yeah. Poor
I
guys.
think we are gonna
What
take a
did the
break there.
traveler? What did
Yeah.
what did our
I'm sure. So,
yeah? what
Well,
did
he
like?
keeps himself, but again, like, the next day, he just continues saying, like, I still have no idea what is happening with all this.
He's a fucking brawl fight now as well. Damn.
It's like, so you're worth 15,000 gold, huh?
Did he stand in the circle with us? Like,
Well, he would have like stood a bit further back, just watching
Yeah.
from afar, but close enough to hear what was said.
Yeah, 15,000 is kind of easy to hear.
So I'm helping someone who murdered the Thrameran Lord. Interesting. What
Well,
about
it's one of the least weird things that you've experienced this last day.
pretend that I don't know anything?
perfect.
I mean, you get paid plenty here.
Yeah.
You know, I'm starting to think maybe my rates are going up a little bit.
Yes,
You
sir.
greedy bastard.
We'll take that into consideration.
You are enjoying good food every single day as well for free, you know? Come on now.
We
And
might
Well,
give you a bonus
got
when
Serge as well
we're
if you
done.
like still.
also, the home seat is very homely.
The home seat only fits 5 people. He's sleeping in the carriage.
Yes, he's alone.
Oh,
Besides, he's not gonna leave the horses when the band of mercenaries that just tried to kill one of you or kidnap one of you is like a few hundred feet away. Let's do the D100 roll and then go for a break and
Yeah.
just
It's Storm's turn.
yeah, it
Oh,
should
nice.
be Storms.
whoever.
I'll
it
guess
is.
what I get. I'll get a 60.
1.
66.
45.
81.
Oh.
One away from the last.
Well, that's the same encounter, so you're gonna have to re-roll it.
Oh man,
Let's
we're gonna
see if I
use
roll
up the entire
something like
table,
me.
aren't we?
Yes.
Probably.
Whoa, guess what?
Five.
80. No, wait,
Oh.
008. What
That's
is that?
eight.
Is that
Yeah, that's
That's
8.
8.
Oh, that's an 8.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're gonna pick up after the break with that. So
Yes.
Og.
yeah, we're gonna try to keep it short this time because we started pretty late and we can't go on forever. So
Please, no.
Please don't make our viewers
I-
uncomfortable.
I want a long break. I don't know.
I'll give you 3 minutes. That's the best I can do. No, I'm kidding. No, we'll try to keep it as short as possible. Just like get your food, come back here, and we'll keep going.
All right, move.
All right. Well, we'll see you soon. Be right back.
See ya.
And we are back again. Hello, everybody. Where we last left off, I think Storm, you were the one that rolled the daily encounter that was about to happen. So, as you continue on with your next day of traveling, you go on the road, and eventually, you kind of hear from inside the carriage how or you feel how it stops, and there's a voice that is kind of like talking to the coach driver, and as you peek outside, you see this red-skinned tiefling who stood there, wearing almost nothing except for a pair of tattered pants, completely bare-chested, no shoes or anything. He's just standing there, kind of like longer black hair, a bit like dirty. And you see how he notices as you all look outside, and he's like,
Hail to you all, my brothers and sisters. Come, see the reincarnation of Elephant Chiron stand before you. Do not be afraid.
History
It is
check
true.
on that
Yeah.
name,
Same.
sure,
because I feel like I've heard this.
I'll give you all advantage for a reason.
Oh, thank
but
you,
I'll
thank
clarify once you all hopefully
19.
don't fail. 19,
Oh, that's a good one. That's a nat 20.
not 20, Storm,
17.
17. I mean, you all remember it. Erevin Chiron was one of the members of the Conclave of Heroes. You remember it if for no other reason than because you saw the play of the Slaying of the Scourges, where he is one of the 2 members to die in the Battle of Scourges.
Which one was he? Like, what?
He was a tiefling. You know that he was that, historically speaking. He was the like cleric that supposedly sought to unify people despite their different fates. He was supposed to be a representative of all the gods. I'll say you all remember all this because you all saw the play and you all rolled pretty well.
You have the token from Conclave Heroes, otherwise I don't believe you.
I'm afraid, my friends, I have none of my old personal possessions. I was reincarnated in this form.
Heal me.
My friend, my child, you look perfectly in good health. There is no need
I cut
to
myself.
spare.
Heal me.
The gods may heal you if they so desire.
Aren't you a cleric? Aren't you supposed to heal the wounded?
In my previous form, I was indeed known to do many good deeds through healing magic, bestowing the blessings of the gods upon the people. However, in this form, I am still coming to know my limitations. I am not what I used to be.
What did you say?
You want to ride?
I want a great many things. My dear brothers and sisters, I want to once more rise to where I was and spread my message to the world. They once called me a madman 200 years ago, and they have already called me one again. But I promise you, the gods, all of them, glory upon them, smile upon me as they do upon you.
I telepathically tell Jaxson, Codicy? ?
Right.
Singular codex, my friend.
Can I do an insight check to see if he's just delusional or off wrong?
Please, we're gonna make him read it no matter what.
Oh, you can make an insight check, yeah.
11.
You don't get the sense that he is disingenuous. However, in the way that he kind of like moves and the look of his eyes, he seems a bit unstable.
Right.
Perfect for reading. We can't break that much.
Could we ask you for a favor?
Of course, anything for you, my children.
So we came across this
From brothers
scroll,
to sisters to children.
and
What is
And
it?
friends.
Yeah.
so we came across this scroll, but we can't seem to read it. Could you try for us?
Of course, the might of the gods will look through my physical form, and I'm certain that it can be figured out if it is the will of the gods.
Come here then.
Okay, so you just open the scroll in front of it.
Yep.
Read it.
Maybe we can undamage his mind.
The mage that we are selling this to will just see a bunch of people glowing.
Suddenly he just wakes up one morning and comes out into the hub and all he sees is like lights all over the place and you're just standing there like, come here, come all, everybody, get your reading of the future or past or whatever you may be seeing here.
That's a great business point. We're gonna do that.
Okay, well, he does read it. And again, it could be worse, could be worse.
Here's me. That we should have made the mercenaries read it. Like, because they couldn't pay.
Is this gonna be a thing now? Please don't make this a thing.
Yes.
Oh no. Oh, this is some sort of like the backpatch.
Oh, this one is gonna be interesting. Oh, this one is gonna be interesting. Wait, okay, Jaxson, roll a D100 for me. Or for
Yes.
him.
I would 78.
I see a smile.
Uh,
A forced smile.
Alright, well, whatever. Sure. Okay, so you see him freeze up as he is looking at it. And you see his eyes grow wide. And as the effect wears off, you see him kind of like fall to his knees. You see him look up to the skies, and he says, "Gods, why have you shown me this? My own death at the stakes, burnt a heretic. Why?" And you see he falls down on the ground and he starts shoveling dirt into his mouth.
Right,
Why does everyone eat dirt? Why does everyone eat dirt?
You see, like he just spits it all over the place. Why was I bound to be reincarnated only to die? To be killed by those I'm trying to save? And he just shovels more dirt into his mouth, just like swallows it. This... Why? Oh God, why? There's just like mud, like saliva mixed with dirt that just comes like pouring down his chin. My brothers, my sisters, come hold my hands. He kind of like holds. No, he holds out his hands for you.
Sure, I'll do it.
You take one of his hands. Does anyone else take his other?
No.
I think Arisa takes it. He just clutches them. Dirt still coming out of his mouth as he speaks. You have borne witness to this. Spread the news that Elephant Chiron roams the world. Tell them before I am gone again. I fear that my stay here will be brief. Before winter is past, I will be burnt. Killed by the fire that barely harms me. A slow, painful death as I shall melt. And he just takes more dirt.
Adventures. Enjoy your dirt, and we will be heading on our way. Have a wonderful day. Let's go off his hand, please, Dara. And Arisa.
There.
Just don't go to the place where you died.
I am doomed. Wherever I go, I see my own death.
We just ride away.
The cab driver keeps going. And once again, he kind of like turns to all of you after a while and is like, I am seriously starting to wonder what is going on. Is the entire world crumbling or something?
No, it's kind of like a weird thing with us that everything that is weird and horrible kind of circles around us.
Is that thing I read, does it make people want to eat dirt? Is that what it does?
It does different
Apparently.
stuff.
Apparently.
James.
Because
I
I've
saw
never...
dragons when I read it.
Yeah, you punched Storma.
Right,
Sorry about that.
right. Well then, fair enough, I suppose. Dragons, dirt eating. I don't know if those are really equivalent to each other. All right, let's get as far away from that crazed man as possible.
Thank you very much.
You don't think he was actually a reincarnation of Elephant Chiron, right?
Well, I don't think so.
He's probably sick.
We kind of assumed that this would unbreak his mind, but it seems to have done the opposite.
The thing that made me want to eat dirt and the thing that made you want to see, or that made you see dragons would heal a mind. I won't question your logic, I
Dara
suppose.
is talking out of the ass.
Every time you talk.
So, you keep going. Well, the rest of the day proceeds as usual.
Yes.
And I would like someone to roll our next encounter for the
Jax,
following day.
would you kindly?
90.
Thank you.
Oh.
That's a juicy,
Okay.
a juicy one.
No.
I don't like that though.
The day
Don't worry,
goes
we
by.
make whoever we're meeting read it. if they're bad. We should have made the ghost read this.
The day goes by, and you eventually get to the night, and you put up your home seed. You get all cozy in there. You keep watches, right? Or like someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dara is the 2 first, and Jaxson and Fritz.
Yep. So, Dara,
Mhm.
you see suddenly, as you're taking the first watch, everybody's been asleep for maybe an hour or so. It's dark outside. You see, at first it's like nothing, but as you're probably not keeping like candles lit in here really when people are sleeping. So
No.
you see from outside, like through the like door crack and whatnot, there's like a warm light glowing outside. Like a fiery, orangey kind of warm light.
And they're sound asleep. Well, it would be very rude to wake them up, so I'll just send out Florp to take a little look.
All right. As he goes outside, I mean, you open the door, right? To like let him out. Oh, and you're frozen. Great.
You're
We don't have windows in the home. It's just like a box.
Not
right?
really.
So we can't see out.
I mean, it's round, so it's not a box.
Oh, well, yeah, it's like
yeah,
off of a spear.
it's a pod.
Oh.
All right.
Well, you open the door to let him out, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And as you do that, I mean, the light was very faint. You only barely noticed it because it was like light. And you see off like quite far away on like some open fields on the other side of the road, there is this burning bright shape that just moves across the field.
Florp, get out.
Okay, so you send Florp out to go closer. Can
What shape?
Florp make a wisdom saving throw for me?
Yes, Florp may do so.
We're about to die.
Nah, maybe he's just charmed. Oh wait, since I'm looking. Oh no, it's still Florp that is affected, I guess. Wisdom, right? That's an 11. My familiar is gone forever.
Okay, you just feel the presence of Florp vanish.
Guys! There's some weird light going out outside.
Just close the door.
Dara goes out.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, you see the light it hasn't really gotten much further away, but it's moving across this field, and you can see that there's almost like a trail. It seems like a fiery kind of glow. And you see there's almost like a trail behind it, where there's like a slight burning in this field. But it's, winter, it's covered with snow and frost and all that. It hasn't been snowing much like today or whatever, so it's mainly just like frost covered fields.
damn.
So are you gonna go closer?
Of course I am.
Okay. So what's your perception or passive perception? I guess
15.
15. How close are you going?
I would guess around where I lost Florp and just try. And if I don't see him, I'll go a little bit closer.
Okay. So you continue. And you eventually, as you get about that close with your passive perception, I assume you're focused on this shape
Yeah.
You're able to make out that the flames are the shape of wings. Wings on the back of this woman-like figure who's wearing this long black dress. Her face covered by a veil with long black raven locks billowing kind of down her back and just moving gently in this night soft breeze. And as you draw closer, you hear this cold icing laugh come from her. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I
On
want to hear the
advantage.
cold laugh.
Yeah, make the cold laugh,
I'll
man.
let you imagine that because I'm not going to do it any justice.
That is neither cold nor a laugh.
No, it's more of like a playfully evil kind of laugh. It does not sound like some old hag. It sounds like a young woman, if anything.
No.
God, this is so cursed.
That
This
was the
is
worst one.
exactly why I did not attempt this, because I'm not going to do it any justice.
Oh, wait. If it's a charm, I get advantage. So is it a charm effect? I'm just gonna
No.
ask that. Okay, good.
It's banishment.
Maybe.
That is 23.
Oh,
I have
shit.
saving.
23?
I have saving throws in wisdom.
Okay, stuff.
That is not enough, I'm afraid.
Wait, is
Oh
Did she fail?
gosh!
Yep.
what? Yeah, I don't have a chance. Like,
Dara, would you roll a D100 for me?
I need to
Wait,
go
what
outside.
happened?
I need to go
How much
outside.
damage?
No, I'm saying,
No,
Dara,
no.
would you roll a D100 for me?
After
Don't-
wisdom saving throw? What?
Yeah, it was 23. That's not enough.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna head out. I wanna roll a D100.
I'm afraid you decided to keep
Wait.
sleeping.
Yeah, I'm sleeping.
Oh. That is 7. That's a. Oh wait, no. It's the other way around. That's a 6.
Oh, the 0 and 6.
Yep.
Oh.
Whoa.
You don't really like. Oh, it's for how many days your brain damage.
No, the lower, the worse, I would imagine. But
Yeah, I mean, like how many days.
I feel like it's more like random effects.
Yeah, low usually is like bad, and high is usually good. So 6.
Wow.
There, I sent you a thing.
Okay.
So, you hear that laugh, and the figure continues to go, walking softly across this field. And this laugh just kind of digs into your mind.
I'll
What are
go
you gonna
back.
do? Okay, you
I'll go
return
back.
into the home seat.
I'll keep on my watch, and I'm not gonna disturb them. And I'm just gonna start taking out my hairbrush, and I'm gonna brush my hair.
Okay, sure. So eventually, who was gonna take the second watch? Okay,
The
Jaxson.
third watch.
Well,
Yeah,
the one
the second.
after Dara. Okay, yeah, Dara, Jaxson, you wake up for your watch. Dara's just sitting there brushing her hair.
Are you going to sleep?
Not yet.
Why?
I had something in my hair.
So what did you find outside?
Nothing special.
Right. Well, good that I didn't have to go out as well then. Smart choice, mate.
Yeah, well, Dara just continues to sit there. I mean, how long do you spend doing that?
You've already done it like 2 hours.
Let's take it Let's not take any long rest and just keep on going.
You're gonna go through the entire night?
Yeah, let's go for it.
I mean, you can still sleep.
Yeah, but it's more fun. It's more fun if I do it like this.
Yeah,
Sure.
like after an hour, I will try to take that fucking brush. Like, I'm gonna.
Make a contested strength check, I guess.
Dara can't win that. Come on.
No, she.
17.
Jaxson...
That's a 12.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, Jaxson just
No more
snatches it
brushing
out of
for
your
you.
hand.
Okay. Dara takes out her coin pouch and starts putting coin by coins, putting them into a coin tower.
It just collapses eventually and you just start again.
Yep.
Alright.
I will throw the brush at the coin tower after a while.
You have the brush back.
Yeah. Yeah. Jaxson is just gonna go to sleep eventually. Like, fuck that. Just go to sleep.
Okay.
He can take his watch.
So, meanwhile, Storm, you are safe and sound in your dreams, sleeping in the rather relative comfort of this homeseed.
Hell yeah.
What are you dreaming about? What does Storm dream
Dreaming
about?
about tornado, and we are flying over the seas, and then we see Stortas there in the horizon. Banana! In the middle of the island, a big statue shimmering, featuring Storm and Tasio. Oh, beautiful! And then we're flying under into a volcano, down under the rocks, which is rooms everywhere. Whoa! Some geysers in the tunnel. We see a beholder. Okay, you get the
So-
point.
As you're flying there with your silvery dragon wings,
Yeah.
suddenly, as you go deep into this dark tunnel system, the darkness grows more dense. Suddenly you are surrounded by the darkness. And you're no longer flying. Tornado is nowhere to be seen. You don't have your wings. You're in this subliminal dark space. A soft, dark mist-like smoke rising up.
Oh,
Get the fuck out of here.
It's a familiar space. And soon enough, you do see this shadow emerge in front of you. Shadow of a man. Turns into more of a man as he walks out of the darkness, and you see Woodrow standing there in front of you.
I won last time. I had such a wonderful dream. You had to come destroy it.
Well, I'm terribly sorry about your little dream. But I simply couldn't wait with this little message of mine. Things have developed over here. I've spent the last weeks traveling down south, you see, taking the moon splinter to Draxonia, to the capital. Well, I heard word of another pirate ship that was sailing these seas. One you may be familiar with.
Yeah. What pirate ship would that?
The Weather Eye.
Yeah, what about the weather eye, huh?
Well, you see, I made friends with the Dragonfire and Scale crew. I'd heard the rumors that they were privateers. And the Weather Eye has quite a reputation in the empire down south. So, when I proposed a bit of a collaboration to the Dragonfire and Scale lads, they were eager to help. So we spent a few days at sea, and we found a ship. Now they didn't put up much of a fight once they realized how outnumbered they were.
They give up.
They fought a little bit, but it was hardly enough to do any damage. Though what could they have done? Anyway.
Okay. You have some hostages now, or what are you proposing?
I do. The entire crew of the Weather Eye. They're all relatively unharmed, your mother included.
Ooh,
For
great.
now.
Blizzard as well? It's fine.
Yes. For
Nice.
now. To be precise, until the new moon.
What date is it now again?
Right now it is the night after the 22nd, which puts the new moon exactly 1 week away.
Ah, great. What happens at the new moon?
People start dying.
Okay.
Now, of course,
Hostage on your ship.
no, we have taken them safely back to the capital, Draxonia
Okay.
City.
And if I do what you say, will they be released, or will they just be in capture still?
I will let them do what they want.
Is the Weather Eye fine?
The ship is mostly intact, nothing that can't be repaired anyway.
Great.
Again, for now. Though I hear that the ship is a rather fine one, I can attest to that myself. The Dragonfire and Scale crew, however, could use a better vessel. The Weather Eye would serve them just fine as their new ship.
Okay. And so where is this going? You need some help.
I need
with
you.
something
Here in Draxonia City.
Yeah, understandable. Okay, so if I go to Jaxson City, you will release all of them and give Weather Eye back.
Once I have what I need from you, they will all be free from me.
Well, if you have me, you will have what you want, right? So
Yes.
then you can release them straight away.
Well, I will let go of them from my grasp.
Perfect. Well, for your grasp, if they're gonna be locked up for lifetime in Draxonia, that's not fair. huh?
Oh, I'm certain that won't be the case.
You're certain that was not the case.
The way I see it, Storm, there needs not be any collateral. I don't want to kill them. Your mother has always been a good rival of mine. I enjoy a good game.
Why do you all have to make stuff so much harder than it already is?
Well,
I've been traveling for fucking weeks now to get to a place.
you
and I
don't
have to
think
go
you
back
have
to
made
Jaxsonia.
You don't think you have made my ambitions more difficult than they need be.
Ah, that's true though.
Yet
only
I
thought about
have troubled you for weeks. You've troubled me for years. How many years has it been since you robbed the convoy and took my prize from me? Many years, I'll tell you that.
your prize.
It was supposed to be mine.
Finders keepers. But right, I will head to Draxonia as fast as I can.
You have until
Okay.
the new moon.
Can you message me through your dream on the new moon thing? Like right before the new moon. So if I Yeah.
It is up to you if you care about your old
I
crib.
care, of course, but can you message me through the dream again, like right before the new moon?
I can message you whenever I please,
Perfect.
but I have so much else to do here. We'll see if I can fit it into my tight schedule. I hope to see you here soon, though.
It will be lovely meeting you again, Woodrow. Should I bring anything from the north? Something like some rum you like here, or some alcohol?
I think we'll be fine.
Great. Keep a weather eye out, eh? Now, can I keep on dreaming about wonderful stuff before it all come crashing down again?
Perhaps. But first, I feel like I should tell you, once you get to Draxonia City, if we don't speak before then, of course, try to find your old ship, and from there, just look for the moon.
Splinter.
No. Just look for the moon. You'll understand.
I
when you
swear
see
to
it.
God, if you curse me again.
Oh, I won't. We're
Great.
past the need for those meaningless curses. I will have what I want soon.
You don't got those powers either way. I heard it from the moon priest.
The Weaver has many tricks that she has been helping me with.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't want to meet that one again. Okay. See you then.
Until the new moon. And suddenly you feel yourself flying again and Tornado's back. And you are going fast through these tunnels and it is adrenaline pumping and it is intense and it's awesome. And you continue doing that until the morning comes and you wake up.
And miserable life.
And you wake up to find Dara just sitting there brushing her hair. And Storm is, or what am I saying?
Storm.
Fritz is kind of sitting there and looking pretty like doesn't really know what to do. He's just looking at Dara and like seems to have given up at this point, since he would have commented on it or like tried to do something at some point once he woke up as well.
I've never seen you brush your hair. Fritz looks like... okay.
I
Nice.
usually do it way before you all wake up, but I had something stuck in my hair.
Fritz just leans over to you and says like, she has been at this for at least 2 hours. Since I woke up anyway.
Did you grab something from my bag when we were sleeping, Dara?
No,
Not a scroll, perhaps, and read it.
no, I just went outside during my shift.
So if I reach my hand outside, grab dirt. you don't feel like eating.
No,
Ah, great. Okay, so Jax, you wake? Good morning.
Five
so-
more minutes. 5 more minutes.
Oh, I need to. Can you listen to this dilemma while snoozing?
Sure.
Great. So, I got a visit in my dream from Woodrow.
It's just
Yeah,
dead
you-
silence. It's like, you hear the crickets
I
outside.
think someone said that he might go after the weather eye and my lovely mother. He did, and they are hostage.
It's really funny that we said that would happen right before we left Northport.
Yeah,
And you said that if he killed your mother, he wouldn't gain anything. So why do you care now?
I did not say it like that.
Yeah, you said that
I
you
said
didn't care.
No, Jax, what? No,
You
I
kinda-
said
you
he
kinda
wouldn't
said
go
that-
for that. He wouldn't go for killing my mother
No,
and
he
taking her
said
hostage.
that.
You
He
said,
said
I-
that to
oh, he
you.
wouldn't go for that, so I don't really care about what happens.
Yeah.
And I didn't think they would capture them, you know?
I thought they would kill
Like,
them on
Because
spot.
they couldn't do that alone. That's why they teamed up with the Draxonian freaking Empire's
Well,
Buccaneers.
By the way, I
Right.
took this from your document if you don't recognize the name.
Yeah, I recognized. Huh? And then they captured them, and now they're stuck there. So,
right.
can we stop this and go to Draxonia instead?
You know, I would do this for a friend.
You would do that for a friend,
Yes.
not a coworker?
No. I think that's.
Sure, not a
Isn't that the
coworker.
same for you, Dara?
Well, I would say that given that we're currently trying to do something related to me, that it would be something I would consider someone a friend for doing, or at least someone very near and dear to my heart.
Great. Well, a coworker can be near and dear to your heart.
Right, but I would prefer a friend to do it for a friend.
Well, a friend is more near and dear than a coworker.
Mhm.
A friendly acquaintance. There we go.
No, a
That's
friend. So you will have to choose between your mother or having bad luck in the sea.
Also, where are we supposed to go,
Right.
if that were the case?
Draxonian's Empire
Draxonia. Where in Draxonia?
capital.
And also, how are we supposed to get there?
Right.
Uh,
It's quite far. Look at this map. Look how fucking big Draxonia is.
Are you holding up your Draxonian map that you have?
Yeah.
I think, Leon, you haven't seen my work in progress map of Draxonia, right?
It's fucking
No, I've only
huge.
seen on the Dawn World
Right.
thing, so I can only see parts of it.
Right, because I've only shown it to Simon because his storm is from there, and
Yeah.
Marcus because he bought a map secretly, I think. I'll have to share it on Drive because the file is too big to be sent on
Oh
Discord.
god, Draxonia.
yeah, share it to me as well.
I don't even
think
know if Draxonia City is on the Dawn World map.
No, and you'll understand why.
Oh god, it's that.
It'll just take a moment for me to find it on my Drive.
So Storm, when are we supposed to be there?
in 1 week.
Yeah, I
You
don't
know,
know
if
how we're
we
supposed
went
to do
to
that, even if we
Hamnitha,
wanted.
or well, Uldros is the closest we have been to Draxonia. We couldn't get there by ship in 1 week.
We need to teleport somehow. We need to speak to
Shrek.
her, Hamanitha.
Oh, you
Neon.
want to ask Neon for a favor?
The one you
Yeah.
try to stop from, the one you have tried to steal from, the one you have lied to, that Neon?
Or we take a Schreiber. Take a favor for Schreiber.
Right.
Favor for Schreiber.
But remember, we would only do this for a friend.
Well, there is one thing that I know is that my thing is not urgent.
Mm-hmm.
I would want to do mine, but I would also like to go and meet with my family to discuss a little bit, because I know my uncle was very interested in doing this.
Have you ever
Oh,
been
God.
to Draxonia?
I've never been to Draxonia, no.
No one at the party has been except for you, Storm.
Or
Dear.
Alright,
This,
I have
keep in mind,
some
this is
fine
work in
clothing.
progress map, obviously, but you can tell the scale from the part of the Dawn World map that is visible on the top.
So where roughly is
Wait,
Draxonia City?
Draxonia is on
I-
the island in the middle. It would be marked
Yeah,
out
I
on
kinda-
the purple. Yeah, I sent it in the. But you've seen
Alright.
this way
Oh,
back.
yeah, I know. I know.
Mm-hmm.
I can give you the rough stats because you obviously wouldn't know the exact details, but I have the like numbers for size here to give you an actual idea of how big this is. So the Dawn World map, or like the Dawn World, the kingdoms that are like considered part of like the main Dawn World area, are about 1.5 million square miles. The Draxonian Empire is just short of 6 million square miles in area. So it is almost 4 times the size of the Dawn World.
Oh, look, you have the map. So we're going to
Oh, right,
the purple little thing there in the middle.
On the map, you will also see a line drawn towards Draxonia City. Also, I guess, with a circle around the city.
So if you couldn't guess, each color represents all the Draxonians.
Well,
There lives white. There lives.
wait, so they live with their own color?
Storm, you would know that they're called like the Great Family Territories. So there are the 10 great families that are the different
10
colors.
great families, all Draxonian. You can't even see my place on this map.
Each of them have like territories, but in general, like it's like majority of whatever color the territory belongs to. So if it's like the Silver Great Family, for instance, it would be like more than 50% Silver, Dragonborn, and Draxonians would be living there. It's a pretty safe bet. That's not to say that there can't be like a red Dragonborn living in the Silver area or whatever. It's just like very dominated by the people that are like native to each part, because that's also something that has survived from the pre-imperial era before they were all unified under like one flag.
So there is where my father comes from, but I lived in the capital for most of my years. And outside here, somewhere in the map, I had mother.
It would be in the like southeast, so east of the Black Territory, or the Black Great Family's territory.
Folks.
Oh no, you will be the only one who can speak with people.
Arisa
Yeah,
will say, well, at least I'll understand them.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't think we'll be there for quite some time. I think we'll be heading out at seas a little, for some reason.
Well, we have a carriage driver that is wanting to take us to the border, but we can dismiss him.
We'll just pay him and he can use
We've
us.
already paid him. So is this what we will do then?
That would be preferred.
Right.
But who do we talk to, Naom or Shaber?
Well, since Naom most likely hates you,
I
given
mean,
that you have disappointed her 2 times, I think Schreiber is the more safe option, but we do know that Master Naom know how to teleport. Unless, let me check on that name. I'm gonna need that name. Unless we have that excellent Leandre. Maybe
Leander.
From where?
You know, the guy who wants those
Scrolls.
codex? Yeah. Well, page.
True.
He might know.
Right. Well, we could go on until we find a tree. So
We find
there
a
is
tree. We head to Vanderthal. We speak with him through the hub. Then if his price is too high, we don't mention a scroll. He will see that Jax has read the scroll. Well,
so he will know it.
So let's see how much he can teleport us for. If he can teleport, or hopefully not the whole scroll he will take. He will
It won't cost 10,000 gold. It's probably
To
like
teleport.
1,000 gold.
Yeah, that is what I would imagine. and then we speak with Traber if he can teleport. We give him the scroll, right?
Yes, of course.
Nice.
Well, we
And,
can at least cash that one in because we have apparently misused its powers greatly.
No. We have
yeah,
learned stuff from it.
We should not make people read that more.
Yeah, we kind of noticed that people do weird things when they've read those scrolls.
Right, are you sure you didn't read it? Right, didn't you sleep at all?
No, I had something stuck in my hair.
You'd be exhausted at this point.
Yeah.
How can you even do that with your arm the whole night?
Well, well, sometimes you just get something you don't understand because you don't have. Well, have you ever had something stuck beneath your teeth, and you just
No, because
couldn't?
I'm perfect.
I run around with a toothpick in my mouth all the time. I never have something.
Well, what
stuck.
if Tornado gets let's say that he what if he has something stuck in his teeth? Don't you see him always trying to stretch?
Oh, true.
Isn't your wife, Arisa, aren't you concerned with your wife's behavior?
Arisa would probably say like, well, I've seen her brush her hair many times. She can
Have you
get a
seen
bit
her-
obsessive about it.
Have you seen her brush her hair for 6 hours straight?
Maybe not 6 hours, but I've only seen her do it now for 15-20 minutes. That's pretty normal. I've seen her do that before.
Right.
Large chunks of hair fall out.
She has like 3 hairs that are still on her head that she's just like brushing over and over again.
Fucking Homer Simpsons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh God.
Okay, so let's find a tree, huh?
First of all, we need to tell the carriage driver,
Yep.
and it's your job.
Yeah, walk out.
You see, he's
I can
kind of
fucking
like preparing
smell
the
the
horses and stuff to keep going for the day. Oh, you're awake?
We are moving on. We are unfortunately not. We have other stuff to do, so you'll get paid for the whole ride as you've already been. But we're gonna find the big tree and then leave. So can you help us ride to a big tree? And we're out. We have important things to attend to.
I suppose. Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, we can keep going. There should be a small group of trees up ahead somewhere, I reckon.
Perfect.
So.
You're probably gonna lose it even more when you see this. Okay, so let's go, lads.
Right.
You're not, I'm keeping the deposit on your journey here. I'm not paying you back for.
Yeah, you
the
said
pain.
that. You said that.
That's understandable.
Dara just walks out, continues to brush her hair as she walks over to the carriage.
Yep.
Alright, so we're just finding a bunch of trees
tree.
and...
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, then I suppose. Climb up on to the carriage and we'll keep going until we find one.
And you keep going, and like 30 minutes into the journey or so, you do come across this small kind of wooded area where Arisa kind of gets out and she goes scouting, and like she touches some of the trees and like, no, too small, no, too stubby. This one will be good.
Perfect. Okay, so carriage driver, what's your name again? Bill. Nice. Bill.
Close enough.
Please
Biller?
pardon his rude name.
Biller. Right, that was the name.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's better.
Biller. Biller. I grab his hand.
Right.
Okay, so let's go, lads. We walk through the tree.
Well, good luck. Oh.
as you just kind of like turn around and give him a final wave as the tree closes back up. So where are you going? The Venderthal or Havanita?
Yeah,
where did you say?
Venderthal.
Venderthal. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Because then we are close to 2 guys that could possibly teleport.
Didn't we have all the food with us?
I mean, you mean for the carriage driver would have had as
Yeah.
well? I mean, he has some of his own.
Okay.
Pillar is dead, bro.
Besides, you would have gotten to the next city by then at this day.
Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's
Yeah, he would just go
Not
back because he
Yeah.
has made more money during a shorter distance. I think he's happy.
yeah, he got
I think
paid
he's
tons.
very glad.
he
I
got
think he's
paid
very
tons.
glad skipping us.
Yeah, now he's just gonna find someone else to pay for the ride back to like Northport or something, and then he will have made bank.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, he probably make bank just by going back with everything.
Yeah,
back.
I mean, you tipped well. Okay, so Venderthal then. You make your way into the city as your tree that you found is like just outside.
Token.
So you're going for the hub straight away. Is that it?
Yes, sir.
I say hi to Stick. No, right. Stick isn't there. Fuck.
No, stick is
That's
Schraber.
Stronwick.
Yeah. Dang it.
Schraber's not currently here either, so you just kind of like quickly.
Should we check for magic items with Schreiber?
Let's go through the.
Let's go with. We
Okay.
have that. We have that javelin that we never.
Right.
Oh, that we can do as well.
Ping, 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 ping.
No.
Schraber appears
we did it.
eventually.
Oh, there.
Right.
We got a javelin we want to sell.
I'm gonna sell a javelin.
Yes.
A
Okay,
magic.
I grab in there.
Actually, Fritz has it. I think you gave it to him last
Alright.
time, didn't you?
No, that was store. Oh, never mind. Yeah.
Because I think you tossed it over to him and he just had it.
No,
Yeah, and never used it.
no, the other javelin I have.
Well, yeah, but I think he got whatever. It doesn't matter either way.
He has the storm javelin.
Well, I know that, but I think he was given that too.
Okay, whatever.
But it doesn't matter. Like either he hands it over or you do, whatever.
Yep.
Let me just see if I can find. Right, here it is. Did I? I think I have it written down. Oh, okay, whatever. He kind of like quickly identifies it. Alright, magically sharpened. It's nothing particular really, just a very basic magically enhanced spear. Let me just check Schreiber's thingy as well. I'll give you 150.
You got 3 healing potions.
I got 2 right here, but I can go fetch one from Havanita.
Right.
Boom. Perfect.
Before you do that, how much would it cost to get us to Drexonia City?
To Drexonia City.
Yes,
The capital.
sir. I think he knows that.
Right. Well, are we talking just getting you there or there and back?
Yep. There.
There, it's more important.
Normally, I'd say, because it's pretty pricey, high-level spell, and I need to get back as well after that. Don't have a circle over there either, so it'll have to be a proper teleport. I'd probably charge around 5,000. But since I know the group of you, and I know that you're coming back, I'd be willing to think of something else you could do to repay me.
Did you go to the abyss last time?
Yeah, that's worse than 5,000 gold, you know.
I kind of like, you know, the thrill with not knowing what it is.
Well,
So
Storm.
a favor sounds more fun.
Well,
Yeah,
Storm,
but
it's your call.
It's your-
Should we not check with the one in the
Right?
hub
Yes,
first?
yes. We first need to get the money and stuff, but you are the one paying. Just remember that.
For what?
Getting us to Drexonia City.
Oh, Okay. How long will the favor take?
Probably not too long. I don't know for certain what I'll use it for just yet. But
Because 7 days we have to be within 7 days we have to be in Drexonia.
well, I'd get you to Drexonia right now if you wanted to.
Alright, we just have
but
a meeting to go
favor
to
for
first.
later.
Sure. Doesn't
Okay.
matter to me. I'll have to think of something first for certain. I'll have a couple of ideas, but nothing's set in stone just yet.
We'll wait. We'll selling the javelin, and we'll come back here soon. Yeah.
I mean, we could always try to do his favor quickly before going to Drexonia City.
Will the favor take more than a week?
I suppose that can depend if you're really slow with it. Anything can take more than a week.
Alright, well, let's do that after then.
I'll check with you what your plans are after this and how much time you have and where you're planning to go. Maybe I can find something to fit into your schedule. But we'll see.
Nice.
Well, we will be back in like anywhere from an hour to like a couple of hours, I guess.
Well, you know where to find me, either here or in Avenetha.
Yep, thank you very much.
New magical items now?
Oh,
Not
right.
really. Things are going to be low on supply for the rest of the war, I reckon.
The rest of the war is gonna take a while.
Probably a few years if things don't quicken up.
And if you know us, we ask for new magical items like each third day.
I do know you.
Great.
And that's why I'm offering to give you an alternative payment, because I know that as weird as you all are, you're trustworthy in your own way.
Perfect. Okay, so be right back.
Alright then.
Boom. Token into
Disintegrated.
You head into the hub,
Biller and Storm at the same day.
but you're still alive, so it's fine.
Wow, let's go.
You don't get disintegrated. So you all hurry up to the 8th floor of the rotunda. Get a bit winded towards the end. You do find the 2 Praetorian guards standing watch outside.
Hello there.
Great.
They kind of look you up and down, just kind of like recognizing all of you. One of them, this older high elf, one is a high elf and both the other a wood elf, both kind of like older to some extent, but the high elf seems to be the elder. He just looks at you and says, so you're coming here to see Leander, is that it?
That's
Yes.
Indeed.
correct.
And you have something for him that he will want, is that it?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
What like he wants it.
He very specifically wants it.
I'll just go and check and make sure that he's ready for visitors. And he just, like, opens the door and sneaks inside. Soon enough, comes back. Master Leander will see you.
Perfect.
Lovely.
And they open the door and kind of both step inside and stand on the inside of the door instead as it shuts. And you see Leander sitting there with his still kind of like similar robes as to last time. This kind of off-white cream-like color that is mixed with some reds and blues, very vibrant shades. And he looks at all of you. I can tell that you have come into contact with another one.
Indeed we have.
He sees
Some
you brushing your hair as well.
Yeah, I mean, she hasn't stopped.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah,
Can
she's a
you
bit
teleport, Leander?
Naturally.
How much would you take for us to Drexonia City?
To Drexonia City.
Only there, not back.
It has been quite some time since I was there last. I don't believe that I have any circles left. But I can do it. It would be costly.
For
How much?
We have, yeah, alternatives.
You have a codex, you say?
Yes,
Pull it out.
I don't.
Come on, for fuck's sake.
I will pay you half.
Okay.
So 5,000. Well, Storm, you know, then you will owe us each 1,000.
Yeah, I know. So we chill with that deal. We'll just take 10,000 instead straight away. Yep. You got cash on you if you want to buy it for 10,000 plat, right?
I can give it to you right now if you'd like, yes.
Perfect. Zing. This is what you are looking for, right?
He just takes it. It is indeed. Pray to Lieutenant, and you see the High Elf kind of like bows and then heads off into another room that is beyond this first kind of living room. And soon enough he returns with like this chest that is placed on the table, and he opens it, and you see in 10 smaller bags of 100 platinum each.
Nice.
You have the...
I grab all 10 around.
No.
Dara keeps brushing her hair.
You see the total of 1,000 platinum there.
I take
Yeah,
2
this
bags.
is the salt in the wound that Fritz and Arisa is here.
Yep.
So salt in the wound.
Otherwise, we could have like.
Don't do shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, they do stuff.
Yeah, passive
Because
income, man.
As Arisa.
Hey, Fritz beat up a woman.
Exactly. Oh. Let's go, Fritz.
So
There we go.
this-
200 platinum each.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd both take 2 bags each.
2 bags
Gotta
each.
write that down, that Fritz should have an additional 200 platinum on top of all the other money that...
Yeah.
I mean, there's like 3,000 gold from a few sessions ago or something that
Yeah.
he still hasn't gotten. So.
Let's just turn in Fritz, so we don't have to have
That's another
IFK.
15,000 gold for you.
Yeah.
And we
Very
can we like take Arisa with us as like?
No,
At the
we
same
need
time?
Arisa for the trees.
Oh right. But can't we just like?
Fritz don't do much, you know.
Right.
He beats up a woman, like
Yeah.
unnecessary.
Well,
Well, that's all.
Hello.
Leander,
Keep- right. That's
Will
so
they-
weird. Like,
we'll contact you when we have another scroll.
like a week or so, probably.
kind
They
of
keep
raises
popping.
an eyebrow, kind of unimpressed.
They keep popping up.
I can tell.
It's lovely that I've been the one who boasts the least for like the time being.
Right. We have to
Usually.
compensate.
Yeah. When I stop, you start.
hmm Right. Well, we will see you later then.
Indeed, good luck on your journeys.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, very
It's
kind.
obliged.
You head outside.
we-
And where are you going next?
Freaking back to Schreiber, bruh.
Alright. Or are you going to Havanith or Venderthal this time?
Venderthal.
Okay. You go to Venderthal. He's not there anymore. He's back to Havanita. Ring the bell. He appears. Right. Well, you said you were going to be back, most likely.
Favor from the Schreiber.
Well,
Right.
I wish
Right.
we were braver. That is not what we craver. Don't
Please
put
stop
me
rhyming.
labor.
Just-
Hey, you're a
just teleport
very
us.
nice neighbor.
please.
I figured
tried to-
that, for the sake of things, a
you're
contract
not
should
a-
be established. And you see this
sheet of parchment materializes in his hand, and he slides it across the counter towards you.
Okay, well, do we get to know what the favor is first?
A favor
Oh.
that shall be agreed upon by both parties.
Okay, great. That says on the thing, right?
Yeah. We'll
I
find
read-
something that won't be too bad for you.
I skim it through.
Okay,
Well,
make an intelligence check.
I can be
do
your
I
lawyer.
have to?
If you want to like skim it to make sure that everything's in order.
Okay, yeah, sure. 15.
Seems in order.
Yeah, well, let's get another tattoo then.
Well,
Or did it? Yeah.
I
Can't
think
remember
Storm
exactly
is
what happened
is the
last
I
time.
important
think it
one.
was like something you got it on your chest.
Yeah.
something, yeah.
At least Storm is the biggest one that needs this.
Well, you all need to sign it.
Wait,
Shoot.
Storm
Yeah,
is the
break.
one who is going to pay, not us.
Yeah, well,
Right.
it's a favor from the whole party.
I mean, I'm taking all of you. Storm, if you want to take sole responsibility for this, I suppose they can be organized as well.
I don't really want to have a thing on my chest.
Well, it is kinda your thing, and
I
you
mean,
know,
Dara paid for her trip.
yeah. You know, I think we
And
should.
you're the richest out of us all. You have a couple of 100,000 gold.
Well, enjoy yourself. What the fuck? I can go all alone,
Yes, do that.
No,
then.
you can't.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, you
Woodrow
can
only
do that.
needs me.
Yes, but you're kinda afraid of him.
I mean, he can't go alone, but then we just go with your thing, Dara.
Lads. I don't have to go to an underground city to
No.
save some fucking douchebags from.
But you
some
don't have to
fucking
pay
witches,
for it.
right?
I'm not looking to pay for that.
Look, I'm the one paying for the travels there.
And this is a part of the travel.
I paid you for the thing to travel. What the fuck
No.
are you talking about?
You didn't have any money at all on
I
you.
gave her money.
You had you gave her we gave her 5 gold.
I gave her 15 gold for one of the travels. I'm certain.
If you decide later on that you want to pay the sum instead, we can make sure that that is done.
I'm not.
How
paying
about
for
we do
that.
it like this, Storm? 2 of us. You do it, and 1 of us as insurance that you keep it up. Is that okay?
Keep what up? What?
You know, so only 2 people have to do it.
Tiny.
Do what?
The
The favor?
tattoo. Yeah, the contract.
We'll have the
Yeah.
contract bound.
It says we all have to agree on it.
Well, all people that has signed the paper.
Yeah.
So if you take it, only you have to agree upon it.
Oh lord. Yeah, sure. Do whatever you like.
Right. I didn't really like, the bound thing last time.
Are we
Don't
done
worry,
with the
Storm.
contract then?
I assume so, Shaber.
Yes.
You have me to do a work.
Yes. Don't worry, Storm.
Should
We're
be
not
enough.
gonna abandon you.
I mean, we're still going to do the work with you, Storm.
Does it work like that, Shaber?
They can follow along as they please. I'm not gonna prevent anyone from joining you in your little quest.
Perfect.
You can see us as tools for that little quest. If that makes it easier
I
to see
wouldn't
it.
see my coworkers as tools.
Oh.
That's cute.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you setting out today? Are we going right now?
If Storm wants to.
ASAP.
I
Very
suppose
well.
so.
In that case, gather up.
Gather up. And we'll see you next week, lads. Have a wonderful
I mean, this is a good
Have
segment.
a
isn't
wonderful
it?
night.
That is actually a very good segment.
As Schreiber says the words, and you all are ripped from the material plane into this space of teleportation temporarily, but for an instant, that is indeed where we're going to end the session. So
Perfect,
yeah,
actually.
pretty good timing. Scripted question mark? Time to make Reddit posts about this. Our dear viewers, you gotta call us out for this.
We need to get a subreddit up and going.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
right?
Polymorphed D&D.
Oh god, it's the most dead subreddit ever. He's gonna sit there on 0 posts.
Sheesh.
I'm gonna start an
Okay, fine.
AMA and I'm gonna get 0 questions.
Oh my god, we can finally post all our memes there. Yay!
Wow.
All our 3 memes.
Well, yeah, that's gonna do it for today though. So until next week, hopefully.
Yes. I'm not gonna be able to next week, and it's so close to
Right,
Christmas. So probably
right. Well,
after Christmas.
Maybe there will be a bit of a Christmas break then. All right, it's the 18th and 19th next weekend.
Yeah,
right.
it's very close to.
Right.
So it's kind of hard.
Probably not gonna be anything 25th or 26th either.
No.
Well, we'll see. We'll talk to each other and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I think it's going to be after Christmas break, basically.
Yeah. Hopefully we can get full party. It's a bit optimistic, but it would be nice if something happens, since you're going to Drexonia and all that.
Oh.
Sheesh.
It would seem like we would have our next session in 2022.
Probably, yeah. Kind of mad.
That's pretty dope, though.
Would have been cool if session 100 would have been the first one, but it'll be 99 next time.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Because this is 98. For the stream or YouTube, it won't be that much because we didn't upload the first, like, 20s or so.
Yeah, because we still haven't figured out what to do with
No,
that.
actually, it's just the first 12, I think.
Well, there's one video that hasn't been uploaded because of that whole...
Well, there are a couple that I haven't uploaded just because I haven't had the time to edit all of them. I think the first ones are pretty, like... I think, like, episode 1, 3, 4, like, it's a bit messy early on. But no matter. We're approaching session 100 from our perspective, anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
See the climatic final with the Woodrow.
Maybe next time, maybe not. We'll see.
Maybe session 100.
Maybe.
Maybe.
That would be very cool.
Regardless, until then, have a good one and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays,
Maybe.
whatever you
Damn.
all the above.
Hey, wait. In Sweden we go
Whatever we
God
gotta
Jul.
do.
Happy Hanukkah or whatever.
Well, Happy Holidays is more inclusive of all.
Happy
traditions.
every day. Let's go.
That's
Happy-
the one. Happy every day, everybody.
Yes.
And we'll see you next time.
Damn.